We're good.
Yo. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna have a.
We're
Hope
at
everyone's
the
having a good
weekend.
Friday. Hell yeah, we're doing our podcast a little bit earlier today and get things going. Father's Day weekend. So, um,
Father's Day weekend.
first of all,
Oh yeah, murder.
let's say I'm Glock. That's
This
Doug.
is Quack.
This is Duck the Glock podcast, and we're glad if you're listening or watching or however
Tuning in.
you're viewing this. Yeah, tuning in. Um, we'll go. Obviously, again, it's Father's Day weekend, so happy Father's Day to any fathers out there. Just hope you're appreciated. Um, you know, I know how it feels to be a father, obviously, but it can be tough. But we appreciate people that are in their children's lives, and you know, just
So
happy
happy
Father's Day
Father's
for
Day to
real.
you.
Yeah, to you
Well, also yes
individually.
to everyone also who is a
Thank you.
father. Not me. I ain't got kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for real. Hi, yeah, happy Father's Day to everyone. Also, um, I guess for me specifically, Juneteenth is also on Sunday. Celebration of the Emancipation Day and the last day that slaves were,
Yeah.
um, well, the last day the last slaves were freed on this day in history. So
Yeah.
obviously, I'm as a government employee, I can take advantage of that. But also, like, it is seriously an actual very important holiday. Probably more important than most of our other federal holidays. So
Yeah.
I actually recognize the true impact to the
Definitely.
country and millions of lives from the
Definitely.
change of history. So, but long weekend. Hopefully a good one. Hopefully everyone enjoys. Maybe someone reads up on some stuff, enjoys some stuff, gets a little bit of history in them, or just spend some time with your father, or even maybe somebody who's a father figure in your life, even if it's not your actual father.
Even if it's
So,
Tactics Watch.
heck to Squatch.
This is my father.
Bro, I wish that was my dad. Like,
I wish that was, but no cap. I wish this was my dad, dude.
well,
I'd be hairy and strong as a bitch. Look at that dude. Well,
I mean, that's not what I was saying.
That dude's got a bunch of guns on him, brother.
What is he carrying actually?
It's a SBR.
Can't really. Oh, okay,
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
SBR, and he's
Got
got
a drum on it?
yeah. No, I think it's a 30 round mag. It's like a Magpul mag. And then
Oh, it's a Magpul.
he's
Okay,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
nods on and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Sasquatch needs that night vision goggles. That's great, actually. That's cool. I'm just wearing a plain gray shirt with my button up over right now, so nothing cool for me. Actually, so I won't let you say it, but the one company that I like talk with, um, I got a pretty cool shirt from them that's like has like the American flag and it has the Mount Hiroshima or whatever where they had the soldiers with the American flag and they
Oh
placed it
yeah.
and they're like on the hill.
Uh-huh.
It's like in the flag, like it's a cool design.
Oh, that's pretty dope. That's
Well,
American as fuck, brother.
it's good old Merc. Hell yeah, brother. But anyways, so here we go, June 17th. A lot of cool stuff happened over the past weekend actually that we probably could like hit on our expectations, and but I completely forgot about it until actually Saturday.
Obi,
Obi-Wan.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I never actually watched the latest one, but
God damn.
I've already, no, no. You know what's the sad part though is I've already been spoiled on most of
Oh,
it because TikTok.
oh, really?
So, I need to obviously catch up on it and actually watch it through. But I've been spoiled on some pretty sting shit on it. So, which
Yeah.
is why I need to start watching on Wednesdays. Which I did tell Juliana. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. It's, yeah. Last week I waited until Friday, and now today. I mean, hopefully watch it today, but I was like, I'm gonna start watching them on Wednesday. And
For sure. For sure.
I think just need one left though, right?
Yeah, I think there's only one left. Yeah.
Because there's six total, and
This is
five came
five.
out
Yeah.
yesterday, right?
This
Or
is
Wednesday.
five. Yeah. But it's
So,
America. This is America.
so, but no. So the big thing I think, like in our genre of podcast, obviously being gaming, was last Saturday. Was it Saturday and Sunday? Or just Saturday? Maybe just Saturday.
I don't even know what day it was. I only watched a highlight of it very briefly.
Maybe Sunday. I don't know. Anyways, the Xbox Bethesda game showcase
Yeah.
came out last weekend with a lot of games that people already knew about, but it was kind of like some of them had a little bit more playthrough and some of them had a little bit more detail to them, and then some games that were like completely curveballs to me and in general. And I feel like I keep pretty well up to date on expected games coming out, so I think they purposely release these privately through this because I know all these games are going to be included in the Game Pass. Um, I know some of them are PC exclusives, so obviously if you're an actual Xbox player, you can't necessarily play them. And I know that there's some of them that are the cloud gaming, so you can play them on like your iPhone or iPad and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you ever end up trying that out?
I did
Like
not,
just for the sake of it?
but I was thinking about it yesterday, and I meant to, but I haven't done it yet. But I will.
Because you got the iPad
I'm
Mini,
at-
right?
Yeah, I'm actually selling. Yes, I do. But I'm selling the iPad Mini, and I'm getting the 11-inch Pro.
Pros.
Yeah.
Oh, the pros are so nice. That's what I have.
That's what I'm.
The
upgrading to.
pros are so
No,
nice.
so the thing was, I really use the iPad because but I do like a lot of stock trading, I do a lot of option trading and crypto. So like the main thing was having something that I could use plus my phone when I'm traveling, because I travel somewhat often, was beneficial. But I didn't want something huge because the mini like fits in my back pocket damn near. Like it's not.
That's true.
It's a mini. It's just barely bigger than my phone. Not barely, but anyways, the point is I didn't want something super big, and then like using it around the house, or like if I'm gonna try to game on it or do anything like that, or watching YouTube or movies, like I was like, damn, I kind of want the bigger one, and the Pro is like way nicer, honestly. So yeah, I am upgrading the Pro. I'll probably just wait till I get the Pro, honestly, because I game. I mean, I'm home all the time, game on my PC, honestly. I know when you go over to your girlfriends, you have obviously a much better reason to game more often on the cloud gaming.
Yeah. But like,
And Switch
well, first
sucks,
of all,
so
on the Pro, it actually is really fucking clean. Because I played a few games of Fortnite. I played a few games, or I got on like Forza just to like test the quality because Forza is a pretty high like graphic intense game, which
Yeah.
I know it's an iPad and it is a Pro, so they do have some pretty good fucking technology in that shit, obviously.
yeah.
But I was impressed because
I
one
mean,
of the
they're
things people are complaining about is that they think it's just not going to perform to what like gamers are going to want, which like is a legit concern because it's going to be strictly based on your internet, right? And your bandwidth.
I think the main thing is not even that, because a lot of people use consoles on Wi-Fi anyway. I would say most people don't even use Ethernet, to be honest. My thing
This
would
is true.
be,
I don't.
my thing
I've
would
never
be
have
that
actually. So.
people that would compare that, you'd have to compare it to some other form of mobile gaming. And like, if you want to compare it to the Switch, I mean, just keeping it brutally honest, I own a Switch and use it, and it fucking is not good. It's really
Or-
not a good gaming experience, to be honest.
I mean,
Other
even-
like childish games, for real, it's not.
Even no, well, trust me, I agree. I literally was
Like,
saying that the other day
Fortnite
because
is
when I was playing the
dog
Switch on
shit.
Fortnite, it was
Fortnite is dog shit
It's
on
bad.
fucking Switch. It is
it's
so bad.
y-
It is so
you-
bad.
like it's
like a
annoying that like when
PS2.
you're
It's like a
when you're
PS2,
landing,
bro.
it's pixelated on the
Yeah,
map.
it's like
I
a
know,
PS2.
trust-
It's
Looks like those memes with Laura Croft.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
That's
she's
what it looks like, though.
progressing. It's like
That's
the
what it
little
looks like.
Laura Croft where she's just like rubber. Look at
Yeah,
this.
it's horrible. So like that being said, it can't. I highly as powerful as especially the pros are, the iPad Pros, but even the phones, like as powerful as our phones, like as Apple products are now, like the modern ones, bro. There's no way you can convince me that could be worse. Even if it's as equal as a Switch, it's convenient that you can do it on your phone or your iPad and not have to have a Switch. Even if it's as bad as the Switch, you feel me?
Yeah,
There's no way it's worse. You couldn't convince me it's worse, because you tried it, but I highly doubt it's worse. So even if it's not better, the fact that you don't have to have a Switch to play on an equal, like, playing
like
field.
platform or you're playing for
Like as far as visuals go, because technically the mechanics it doesn't really, like the movement, shit like that can be kind of choppy on the Switch, but it's not that bad. It's mostly that the graphics and the frames are so fucking
It's-
horrible. They're so bad.
But it's not even necessarily the tech, right? Because if you look at like the mobile gaming, that's already been presented itself. So like I think
COD
almost
mobile
all
is
the battle
huge.
royales have mobile games. Like Apex Legends probably should have put this in our list today.
Yep.
But Apex Legends actually just released their mobile gaming. Completely forgot about that until as we started talking about this. But like if you look at the Fortnite and the COD on the mobile, they run pretty fucking smoothly. Like
Nope.
the graphics obviously aren't as intense as what you're gonna get off of a console, especially a PC. Like, you're not gonna be able to hit that stuff. It's just impossible.
No way.
But when you're also working on a smaller screen, at least it has less resolution to have to provide. So some of the stuff can still provide 4K stuff like that. It just depends on the actual developers of the game.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah, I get what you're saying. That is a good point though, because most people don't play on a actual hardwired uh, network. So if you're not hardwired anyways, then technically you're running the exact same stuff. It just depends on what you're using to stream. So if you're using like an Android, iPhone, or a Microsoft phone, whatever, etc. But the cool thing too is, I'm assuming probably all of them have done this now, but I only know this because I have iPhone and iPad. But you can actually link any of your Xbox controllers to them now too. I'm
That I
pretty
did
sure they
not
already did the
know.
Android too.
That I did not know.
Yeah, because I
Well,
took my Xbox
I knew
Pro.
once you told me the other day, but before that, I had no idea you could do that. So it must have been either recent or just for.
No, this has been since like before that they released the
Well, this would be lack of trying on my part, to be honest, too. Also.
No, but I know, but I'm just saying, like, cause one of the only reason I knew is because like Minecraft had an update, and you know how Minecraft you could play against like, you could play on your fucking microwave and play with people on PC. Like now it's
Yeah.
literally everything. Um, and that was one of the big things, like when Apple released the update for it to be able to connect. I think you could connect PlayStation controllers too, but I could be wrong. I know Xbox obviously. But that was one of the big things that they were flexing is like, oh, now you can play Minecraft on your iPad or iPhone using your controller, because a lot of people hate the touchscreen controls on playing game. Like that's one thing I can't stand playing.
Oh yeah, bro. That's because so when COD Mobile was getting like the newest iteration of it and it was starting to get more popular, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try it." You know what I'm saying? I was fucking around, and it's for what it is, a mobile game. It's not horrible, but I cannot stand using the touchscreen
Mobile
controls.
controls,
Oh my
they're
god,
so
I can't
bad.
stand it. Like the
They're
graphics
so
of the
bad.
game is what I would expect on a fucking phone. Like, you feel me? Like it's not
Yeah.
horrible. The gameplay is like who you would expect to be playing against on
You're
mobile.
not running a
But
3080.
yeah, like I'm not running
Like,
against the people that are playing on a system like me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
so like it's cool, it's whatever. But like for me personally, I would have to have an external controller to have any kind of enjoyment out of that. But
That
other
was
than that,
me
yeah.
and playing Fortnite and stuff. Because I literally just took my Pro controller with me, so that way I could not have to worry about actually dealing with the touch controls. Because I'm the same way. I think that's my biggest turn off to mobile gaming or like to cloud gaming, is if you don't actually have a controller. Like at least I'm not used to playing that way, so it's not my thing.
Yep.
But then again, I know like there's a lot of people like generational younger that also like to play with that because that's just what they've grown up on is the touch screen stuff. Like even the Switch has a touchscreen option if you don't really want to use Switch. I don't know why, but if you don't want to use Joy Cons or whatnot, then you could do that one as well.
Yeah, exactly. My bad. I'm trying to look at this. I know this is like has nothing to do with our podcast, but I just out of curiosity, what camera do you use to stream on? Because I need to upgrade mine. I just
So I know you sent me the one the other day for the Logitech, right? Is that the one you were sending me?
that's the one I was gonna get.
I don't have that one, but I have heard that one's really good.
Yeah,
I
the
have
reviews on it
the
are amazing. So that's why I was
I
like,
can't remember the actual name. I think it's Cairo, but it's the Razer one, the
oh, the
Razer
Razer
Cairo or
one.
whatever. Um, it's pretty good. I feel like I'm not utilizing it to its fullest extent because I thought, like maybe I got the wrong one too, though. But I know one of them has the ability, like it has a light ring around it, which is kind of nice. Because like my lighting right now isn't like the most ideal. I could actually use more lighting up front.
Oh yeah. So mine doesn't either, and
Um,
neither does the one I'm about to buy.
the Logitech one doesn't either. But I mean that's
Yeah.
up to you though.
I
Like
have a
depending on your
Logitech.
look at lighting.
I'm
Your lighting's
upgrading
not
to a
bad
new
with your
Logitech.
camera angle though.
Oh shit.
Like to be honest,
No, yeah.
mine's
Yeah,
bad because mine's directly on me, and like half of my face over here is lit because I have the lights on the wall.
yeah,
But like this side is darker, so it kind of is like it's just an imbalance.
yeah.
But like the zoom in this one's really fucking nice. It's like 60 frames per second, 4K footage. Like it's like the camera itself is awesome, but like I kind of wish I got one with lighting effect, just for the
Well, you could just
situational.
buy
alert.
those lights though.
Yeah, but
Cause
like
I was gonna
there,
order them. Logitech
there's a
actually has
Razer
really nice
one.
ones.
But
They just
okay.
on a pole and it's just like a
Oh, I wonder
circle
how
light.
they link to it though, right? Because like
It
the
goes to your
Razer one.
computer, and you just turn it
But the
on.
Razer one actually is the camera, so it regulates the light itself. So it's not like one setting of a light, right? So like
Oh,
it'll actually like it'll um brighten and like dim the light itself. And like that's
that's actually pretty
actually
cool. Yeah.
kind of ideal in that sense too
No, you
because
know who it is? Elgato is the one I was looking at.
those are
Elgato
nice.
makes one
Those are
just
nice.
like that. What you're talking about when it's a ring around the actual physical camera.
Yeah.
and you mount it up,
That's
and
what
then
it is,
it
but yeah.
it does do the same thing. It'll
Yo, Elgato's super underappreciated,
Elgato makes
honestly.
fire streaming shit.
I mean, I know that
Probably
they
the
like
best
a lot
streaming
of
stuff.
people use their sound bars. Don't get me wrong, like that's what they're known for. But the rest of their stuff
No,
is
what they're
pretty
known for is
fresh too.
their capture cards. That's what really got them popular in the first
Oh,
place. Their
okay. Well,
capture
yeah, I don't know
cards.
about that because that's. And then, but their
If you want to
microphones
stream
I've
off of
heard are
a
also
console,
top
you got to
tier.
use a capture card.
No, I know,
And that's what
because I was streaming on
everybody's.
my.
I have one. I have an Elgato HD.
I streamed on my Switch.
Yeah.
Just because the Pokemon Unite. That was the only reason I streamed Pokemon Unite. And yeah, I actually I didn't get the Elgato one. I have a Razer one, I think too, actually for that. But
when I was using the two piece, well, I have two PCs, but when I was using the two PC setup to stream, I was using the Elgato to stream from where the gamer girl's at your house, bro. You're a big pimp. I was using it to stream. I was using
Atlanta.
Elgato to stream from this computer, my main one, over to the streaming PC, and that's how you got to use the capture card. The problem is the sound with that shit it's really hard to like, I don't know, configure unless you really know what you're doing, I guess, or like you're.
But is it just the game though, or is
No,
it like
all
your
of it is,
mic
like,
audio
it's
too?
hard to capture it on the second
Oh.
PC because
I never
doesn't
had
go
that
directly
issue.
through No, but
Using
because I'm two PC set
the
up.
Switch.
So
Yeah,
everything.
no.
So the problem is everything, like my mic and my game, is all running off this PC, but you have to transfer that to the other PC without just using the the video capture itself.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, I mean personally, I don't think your lighting is that big of a deal personally from where your camera is angled. But I've heard the Logitech one, the Razer one, and the like I like the Razer one, but I've heard the Logitech one and the Elgato one are both really really good too. I think the only reason I got the Razer one, like my reason for getting this one over the other two, was strictly the fact that I got it during Black Friday, so it was like 50% off.
Also, you are
Be
like
completely
obsessed
honest.
with Razer stuff, so
No, I just actually really not. I do have a lot of Razer shit, but actually I really don't. I don't have as much as you think I would do. It's I when I bought my PC, I bought it around Christmas time. So half the shit I bought on like 50% off. So that's the only reason. Cause like my mouse and keyboard came together in a pack.
yeah.
So I saved like 80
You know what we
bucks
can
just by
do?
getting that shit.
When I build you your PC or help you build it if you want to help, but when you upgrade, they make like one of the best cases out there is called the Lee. It's the O11 Dynamic.
Razer one?
They have a Razer edition. I think I
I've
sent
seen
it
it.
to you, didn't I?
I've seen it. I think you have. You
It's
probably
actually-
did because I
it's
definitely have
probably
seen them because
But it's like one of the
they look
best,
clean.
most popular cases.
They look clean too, though.
In period, it's like one of the most popular cases because it's a really, really good case. And then they made a Razer edition of it, and I was gonna tell you should do that because then you got Razer. Because like me,
I don't know.
so like I have
I don't
Logitech
not that much
keyboard,
like that.
Logitech mouse, Logitech camera, and then everything else is just whatever it is. Shure mic, which also we have the same one, but everything else is just random shit.
Astro headphones. We
I got
both
the
own those.
Samsung G5 and G3s for my monitors.
Yeah, mine's Samsung and Omen. Like I really didn't. I have an Alienware PC with a Samsung and Omen monitor, a Shure mic, Astro headset, and then my Razer keyboard, mouse, and camera.
Well, you know my laptop's Alienware also. I haven't used that shit in forever,
true.
bro. I never use it anymore. I don't really have a reason to.
It's because you don't. Yeah, as I say, you don't have a reason if you're not gone or out. I should say.
Oh, dude, nice. Two of my Funko Pops are on the way.
Did you order them off Amazon?
All of them I ordered off Amazon. It's with the Creed, the Apollo Creed, and the Rocky one. Nice.
I don't really. I only really want one more Funko Pop from like the ones I've seen so far because I'm not like big into collecting them. Even though I shouldn't say that because I have like 20. Okay, I have like probably 15 of the like normal size ones, and I have like 20 of the keychain ones. But it's only because they're all part of a series. Because I bought like the entire Lion King collection that came out when the live action came out, and then I bought Attack on Titan. I bought Levi from Attack on Titan.
I saw that one actually last night.
Well, I got it before it's worth like $80 now. I got it when it first came out, so I pre-ordered that shit.
$40 on Amazon.
Okay, but still, okay. Well, I guess it depends what you're looking at. But even still, I bought it when it was 15. So, because I pre-ordered that one. But
Bro, there was some I paid for. The John Wick one was I think $50.
I would imagine they're expensive as shit.
And then there
Yeah.
was another one too that I bought that was expensive, but most of them
Rocky.
were just normal. No, the Rocky one was actually cheap. It was like 22 for both of them, for Rocky and Apollo Creed.
Oh, that's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
'Cause I think like I'll average spend like 12 to 15. Like new Funko Pop is like the
Yeah,
normal
which is
price.
what they should be. But they know that people collect them. That's the
Well,
problem.
and if they sell out, because like
Yeah,
I
the one-
have,
Oh,
I-
the Dundee Award one and the Waterboy one were both over $30 too. For
I
those
have $30. The Waterboy one was.
two. Yeah, but the Tupac and
I guess
Lil
I can
Wayne
kinda get
ones
that.
were like MSRP. They were like 15.
Were they
12,
new
$15.
released?
Yeah, the especially Lil Wayne one just released.
Well, no, I'm saying like if they just released that might be why though, because they
okay.
haven't been able to buy them out.
I
Because,
don't know
like-
the Tupac one.
Because I bought one of the ones for My Hero Academia. I
Yeah.
have one of the limited edition like Comic Con ones or whatever it was. I don't think it's Comic Con, it's AnimeCon or whatever. And like I bought that one when it was new, didn't pre-order it. I got it for a good price, and now it's worth like $80.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just that they have to wait till they start seeing how many cycle out, and then they start to jack the price up.
Yeah.
Like anything, obviously.
But so that's we talked about this a little bit, but so part of the game room, I still need to do. Well, no, I'll wait to do the TikTok till it's finished at this point because I didn't do an empty one.
You get some furniture stuff, yeah, might as well.
Yeah, but so that whole shelf over there has all the retro consoles, the new retro consoles I ordered today. And then it'll have like all the Funko Pops on them, and so it's gonna be like a collectible shelf, right, with like gaming shit or pop culture shit.
And your pop snacks,
My
What are they
rap-
called?
Rap snacks? No,
wrap snacks.
I was gonna do that, and I seriously I was gonna do that, but one, they're actually not that easy to find because they're really expensive if you want to buy them because you have to buy them in bulk, and I'm not gonna eat that many fucking chips. I don't eat chips really. so there's that, and then two, the ones that are in
Just
the
like
stores
throw
are-
away the
like,
rest
I
just to
only-
have one
literally,
bag.
bro. I went to every gas station around where I live, every grocery store around where I live, and I went down to Glen Burnie yesterday and went to every store around where I was at, and I found 2 bags of Rap Snacks.
Were they different too? Or
They were
the same
different ones
wrapper?
than the one I have, so I have
Okay.
3 right now. But I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and buy every single one, and then they're all like.
So
crinkly
like
wrapped.
every
Like,
once in
they're
a while
not-
you could collect them, but not like,
like
yeah.
it's funny, but I'm not gonna set them up as an actual like collection thing in here. But then and I ordered this table, so the couch I told you is coming on July 2nd, and then I ordered this like coffee table. I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 18 by 18 by 18. It's a cube. There's like a small coffee table because obviously this isn't a massive room, and it looks like $100 bills. Like the whole thing looks like stacks of money, and it's super sick.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
super sick. And then I got the mini fridge coming too. That's like literally those are the last 3 things that aren't here, and then everything's well.
Then just your collectibles and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the collectibles. But like the Series X is coming, supposed to be here today now again because it didn't get delivered 2 days ago. And then the PS5 is gonna go in the living room. So, but yeah, it's coming together. It's almost done. It's almost done. The whole fucking area.
It's gonna be legit. It's gonna be clean.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And if we do, or when we do guests too, if we do them in person, that'd be kind of cool too. To
Yeah, because the couch
area and
will be able
everything.
to seat 3 people. And then obviously you have this chair, and then I can always pull like another office chair in here or something. But
think my
when you shit your pants a little bit.
oh, I wish. No, my
Whoa, bro! What the fuck?
no, my headset thing fell and it like still jerked or something because it disconnected for like 2 seconds and then reconnected automatically.
Wait, quick question too. Also about that. I mean, this is a podcast. We're just talking. We don't have to be on the like.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but what headset do you have? The A40s or A50s? Yours is wireless, right?
The 50s, yeah, the wireless one.
Yeah. So I have the 40s. Damien has the 40s. But so for the Xbox and the PlayStation, I was thinking about buying the A20s because I don't want to spend another like $250 on every single one.
Especially if it's just
They're wireless,
like-
so that's the thing. So like that's really the benefit is the A20s are wireless. They're still Astros, but they're obviously not the super high end ones. They're like 100. I think they're like 100 or 150 for A20s. So, but I'm gonna buy obviously the green and black ones for the Xbox and the blue and black ones for the.
Are you gonna buy
PlayStation.
one each? There's a
set
there's
for
an
both. I want
there
because I
is-
want them color matched. I'm really anal about shit like that.
yeah, but there is okay. I'm gonna say because there is one that they make that works across all of them. That's
yeah, well,
why.
also the other thing would be that if I do have extra people in the house chilling or whatever, like when you come,
No,
over,
I know.
you and
Then you get
Damien-
3 people play.
Yeah, then you can play on the Xbox, he can play on the PlayStation, I can be on my PC, whatever,
Bet.
or Jerry or whoever's here, it doesn't matter. But It would be nice to
Knowing,
have the extra headsets for
knowing
every
him and I
single-
both, though, we'll both be bringing our Xbox Pro controllers and then wanting to use those.
Well, true. Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
we both hate the PlayStation controller. I mean, I don't know about him, but I can't stand PlayStation controllers.
Well, he wouldn't be able
Just
to
so
play.
used to the
Even if he
size.
brought his controller, he wouldn't be able to use it.
That's what I mean, though. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. We're
You're
both
still
gonna
gonna
want
use
to play on the
820s, though.
Xbox.
Oh, you're
No,
saying
I'd have
only
to
one
upgrade
of you
controller.
would need a headset because you would only want to play on Xbox. So I
Yeah, because the controllers. Yeah. I mean, I'd play on. I obviously wouldn't.
If we're just playing like Fortnite or
yeah.
something, like
If
you
we're
could
just
hop
fucking
on the
around, I
PlayStation.
wouldn't throw that big of a deal. I'm just saying, in
And
general,
the
though.
Switch is also gonna be here too. But the Switch I'm probably gonna put in my bedroom. So if
One
I
second. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. No. No.
Mom, I'm on a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't know why. That was impeccable timing. But I would think I honestly.
Mom.
I don't think we've talked about this actually, but this is one thing I still absolutely am like kind of disappointed with Shior, is that if I don't lock the settings, it will automatically just fuck
Super
shit
annoying.
over.
Super annoying. Super annoying.
So I can't just mute off my mic. Like
Super
honestly, I
annoying,
think the
yeah.
one thing I truly hate about this mic.
So
But like,
mine's the same way. So I have it locked.
have you had any issues with it though? Because like,
No. When it stays locked, like it is right now, you can obviously see that it's locked. So the settings are perfect, and they'll stay perfect. But as soon as you unlock it, and if you tap that mute, and you accidentally like tap any other part of that bar right there, then
But it's
it
not even
fucking
that, even if you
switches your
don't touch
settings
it.
and all that bullshit.
my stuff was doing it without even touching it. Because remember, I think you had the same thing. We were having an issue where like, it was just
Wait, you can
if
still
you
turn the volume
closed.
down.
Yeah, it's just volume.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you close the actual Sheer app, though, at least when I would do it, every single time I close the actual app,
Oh, I don't have that.
it
Problem.
would completely reset my mic settings
Oh, I don't have that problem.
if I didn't lock it.
I
So
have
that's
no-
why I got rid of it, because that shit actually was really annoying.
Oh, I don't have that problem. I've had mine closed since that last update that happened. Remember for these mics that they released.
It does have a firmware update though, so I probably should do
Oh,
that one
shit.
too when I get off. But
But I'm gonna order. I forgot to say that too. So ordering a boom arm for this one because obviously it'll be easier to have a boom arm for when I'm doing podcasts. Because like I like to lean back a lot, especially for the podcast. So it'd be nice to be able to pull it more towards me because when I get farther away, obviously harder to hear. But what
I
I
like
am
what I
gonna
do.
do is I'm gonna order 2 more mics like this. So 2 more of these, and they'll be just tucked away in storage somewhere. But if we decide to do the podcast in person, we'll be able to just hold them. Like I'm going to get the ones where you have to hold it, and we'll just hold it throughout the podcast or whatever. I might get stands. I don't know, but
oh, you mean like the actual like stage style ones?
yeah,
Well, if you want, we could. I'll buy it. I could get one of the ones we can hang it from the ceiling where I sit,
I'm not
and then we'll
trying to
do
that
like
now.
the wrestling style, and I'll just speak with that voice the whole time. It's the whole game.
Papa Glock live on Twitch.
Wait, dude, why do you never talk like that normally? Oh no, it's the microphone.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but
it's
I
a
think
weird
I'm either gonna get the ones where we just have to hold the mics all the time, which I don't think is that bad. It's only a couple hours, and like, you put it down when you're not talking. It's no big deal. Or I'm just gonna get like the
Just
shorter
make sure-
stands, and then
Make sure
just
the
put
ones
them
you
in
get
front of
do
the
have the mutes on the actual fucking shit.
This has
Because for
mute
some
on
reason
it.
some of them don't. I know these do, but like the
I'm
ones
getting
you
2 of
hold
these.
though.
Exactly. No, 2 of these.
Oh, you're gonna hold this thing?
No, you can get one of these, like this.
Oh,
but
it make
it's-
it so it fits differently to where it's like a
it
handle
sits-
versus like a.
Yeah, this does. None of this is here at all, and it makes it more like a handle.
I get what
Or
you're saying.
I'll just get stands, like actual. My bad, you probably can't fucking hear me very well, but I'll get actual like floor stands, and we'll do it that way. But that's for the future. That's to come. We'll see what I do.
Holding
exactly
like
with
this
that.
is like a cup.
Yeah, I might fucking take a drink out of my mic.
Yoink, thirsty.
Hey yoink.
Oh, don't drink a Michael. As he actually takes a drink of non-sponsored beverage. But no, yeah. I mean, I could always bring mine too if you have a setup. I could always literally just bring mine just to help save you from having to buy two. Take all Genesis. Do you even have any games for it?
Yeah, but I'm using them as
Display
decoration.
only?
Yeah, so they're not.
Okay.
I don't have any of the cords or anything down here. They're just out. Like the PS2 and the Sega Genesis and the Game Boy SD are already on the shelf, and then the PS1, the GameCube, and the Nintendo 64 order will go on the next shelf, and basically the whole bottom will just be Funko Pops. But I'm not gonna like leave all the. I might get a couple like retro controllers too to put up there, but we'll see. It's gonna be a dope like you know
I
like
don't know that do that though
collectible
either.
type shelf. Yeah, I was gonna only do consoles, but we'll see how much. I'm trying to see
Unless you
gauge
get
it.
like designed controllers though,
Well,
don't just get like the basic ass ones
well,
because
no,
that
no,
would
no.
be
Yeah.
boring.
Well, the other thing that I'm thinking about doing is so when I went to IKEA to get all the like the console tables and shelves and shit for the living room in here, is that they have these like wall-mounted black like shelves and they have like glass. They're like glass cases, but the back of the shelf is like almost like corkboard. It's not really corkboard, but it's black. And it has where you can put hangers or like little mini shelves in there. They're fucking dope. So I'm gonna get
The
like two of
shelf
them.
is like a case itself.
Yeah, it's dope. It's fucking
Oh,
dope.
that's dope.
And they're
You
not
just
that
get-
expensive. They're like
if you-
$130 a piece. So
If
and
you
they're
get
big.
one,
They're
or
like,
next time you go, you should see a picture of that shit because that
I
actually
have-
sounds like something I should get for my
think I-
own stuff too.
yeah, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang two of them directly centered over this shelf, and then that will be like the more expensive shit will be up there. Like if I get like a really nice like custom like controller or fucking
Oh,
like
for your
rare
Funko Pops. I was
rare
gonna say
ones,
for your
yeah.
Funko Pops, did you get the hard cases for them then, or
Yeah,
are you
all of
just okay? Okay, yeah.
Wait, the hard
Because
cases.
those
What do you
aren't
mean?
that.
You mean what they come in, right? Like the actual cardboard boxes they come in with like that says what they are and their number and everything.
No, that's just a normal box.
No,
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 you can
that's what I
actually
got.
get like
You're talking about the
you
all
should-
clear ones, right?
you should order like actual cases for
clear
some
ones.
of them. Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
there's
I've seen those. I saw them on
I have
Amazon.
there's two different ones because there's like they're really just like a plastic cover, but it just helps protect it a little bit. And then there's ones that are the actual hard case, which I have around my two more rare ones because I have one that's signed by
Oh, so you're talking about just a sleeve, like this.
no. So there's sleeves, yes, we could get those for at least to help with like dust and keeping dust off, and that won't really help with like moisture or anything though, obviously, but it'll help from dust. But if you get like the actual hard ones, that's I can't remember. I'm pretty
Hard.
sure my
Here we
signed
go.
ones are
You
there.
get a pack of them. These are like hard,
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
like this.
It's yeah. Those they're not that expensive either. But they will they'll do
45
the
for
job to at
six-
least protect
for a
people.
six, a 9-pack.
I think it's a
for
9.
45.
It's a 9.
That's dope. Well, I bought 10 already, so I might go ahead and buy these actually. I'll add these to my cart. So wait, so do you put the Funko Pop box in that case?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you put the whole thing in there. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
that's
My camera's not feeling that. Yeah, the
blocking it
background.
because of the filter. So
You have to put it right in front of
um,
your face, probably.
I'm going to. So this one I have in like this is just
That's
the
the
soft,
first one I looked at. Yeah.
This is the soft case or whatnot,
Yeah.
but it just helps for some of them will come with this thing. I guess it's like
Oh,
literally
okay.
down below.
Yeah.
So some of them will just come into this thing,
Yeah.
but there's actually a hard case as well that is supported.
These
like
ones.
I have one somewhere, but yes,
It's these.
but those actually help because they can help like block out moisture and shit. And if you kind of stupid, but honestly, like if you're truly gonna buy like expensive ones, get those fucking get a beef jerky like dead ass, and you know those packets they put inside with them and the beef jerky.
Put it in the bottom
Just
of
take
it.
that fucking packet and put it in the bottom of it, and then it'll help keep
Yeah.
the moisture out of it as well. So then
Yeah.
you're really truly protecting them. Like none of the ones I have are worth that much money. Like I have one that's signed, but he's not like that famous. It's the guy off of Guardians of the Galaxy, the blue dude, the one that's like supposed to be his dad. Not really his dad, but like he's
Oh,
the one who
Ego,
like
the
raised
bunny.
him or whatever.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you're talking
The one
about
who raised him.
uh,
That raised,
I
and
know-
he's
I'm
blue,
blanking
and he's
out
got the
right now.
little
Yeah, I know
arrow
what
that he
you're talking
controls mine. I have
Yeah.
that one signed by him.
Oh, nice. That's actually dope. That's
He
dope.
came to my work. He came to
Oh,
my
really?
work. Yeah, so I couldn't go to the actual to visit him, but one of my good friends at work got it signed for me. But
Nice.
that's the one I have in like the hard case because obviously I don't want that fucking on back.
I'll probably just buy a hard cases for all of them, honestly, even if they're not
I
rare.
would.
Just to
I need
protect
to.
them, because they
I
might
need to,
rare.
'cause-
They might get more rare over time too. That's the big thing with toys like that, like collectibles.
And if you get like the ones that are like flocked, or if you get the ones that have like, because I don't like the reason I kind of like the Lion King ones is that some of them have the flock to them, so
I
they're
don't know
not
what that
just
means.
It's like it's like a kind of like it's not a fabric, but it kind of is. I guess I don't really know how to fucking explain it.
the
explain it in a
texture of
sense
the
what it
toy
is.
itself
But yes,
is different.
yeah. So it's not just the normal. They're not
Plastic.
technically plastic, right? They're
some composite material, but yeah.
yeah. So it's not just that. They have a portion of them that is like a sort of a fabric in a sense. So like those I really should be getting cases for, but I don't have any for any of those.
Yeah.
And some of them are like limited edition, like you could only get them like for a week and
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, I might try to get some of mine signed that I got. I'm sure there's a way I could get a few of them signed at least.
It'd be fun to get Waterboy. That'd be cool as fuck.
Adam
Waterboy?
Sandler would be sick. Lil Wayne one would be sick. The Tupac one
Waterboy
would be
would be
sick.
dope as shit. How you gonna get Tupac signed? Brian, what the fuck you talking about, bro?
You get Biggie to sign it for me. Hey yo.
Hey, look, man. I really wanted Tupac to sign this. I know he's out of town.
Biggie's out of town too, so there's that.
Out here only getting Funko Pops of like people that have passed away, and you're like, really
Dude, I
can't
got
wait
this
to
fucking
sign.
dope ass like magazine.
You could get a Mac Miller one too. Oh, you missed that because you took your head off. So
It's like I need to get a like a protective case for it because
You
it's
could-
like actually in really good condition, and it's like a throwback one to The Wire. It's like a Baltimore edition one, bro. It's sick.
that's actually kind of clean.
But I need to get a protective case.
You need to
for
get a
it.
case for that shit for sure. Yeah.
for
But I was saying you could get like a Mac Miller Funko Pop. That'd be cool.
I don't like Mac Miller, but yeah, I could get him to sign that one as well.
Reference to signing only. Well, it'd be cool too. Actually, since it's Baltimore, you could get some Ravens ones and try to go to a game and get one another signed. That'd be cool too.
Oh, dude, what? I didn't even know there was NFL ones.
Pretty sure they are. Maybe they're off-brand.
No, I did buy one that's off-brand. It's a
Because
different
I
brand.
have.
the Popeyes.
because-
The Popeye one I bought is.
Oh no, they have regular ones too.
It's called a something. It's a different brand though, but it looks just like a Funko Pop.
They have a lot of those, like the brands that like don't get the deal, which is so shit. But no, yeah, they actually have one with Lamar Jackson, $20.
Oh, I need that. Wait.
But that'd be
send
cool
me the
shit to
link.
get
Is
something
on
like that
Amazon?
signed. Yeah, it is.
Send me the link for that if you can. So this one, oh, it's called U.
I sent it to you to Discord just because I'm not on my phone. I'm
it's
actually on my
called
PC looking.
U2s. This guy, I got him
Yeah,
for
I've heard
30
those.
bucks.
I don't know if you. There's like this other.
That's
There's like this other thing that makes these collectibles, where they're like ducks. Like that is the collectible. They're like not rubber ducks because they're not rubber. They're like made out of like the same.
Oh, they got a LeBron. Oh, they got a Kobe one. There's another one. Get it signed.
Kobe.
Yeah,
I don't know
Kobe.
what you're talking about. Oh, Kobe.
Kobe.
I heard Toby. I was like, who the fuck's Toby? Yeah, that's
Jimi Hendrix.
too soon. Yeah, dude, they have. I mean, they have like infinitely amount of these now, especially that you did. It's actually pretty insane. If I was to get any of them signed though, I'd probably want to get
Dude, the Lamar Jackson one is $40, but it comes with a protective case. The hard.
the one I sent you was 20.
Yeah, but I
The
want
hard
this-
cases aren't that expensive, bro. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. That one doesn't look as cool as the other one. The other one's like him actually like in position to throw the ball. The one I sent you.
Pull it up. Dude, we're just out here vibing, dude. We're just talking. See, this is.
And I was like, you know, it's funny. We haven't even actually touched one thing on our
But that's.
line
Oh,
so
you sent
far
it
of
on
like
Discord.
sexual. Yeah, it's not Discord just because I don't.
Yeah.
But it's literally if you just look up NFL
did.
Funko Pops, Ravens. If you type in Ravens and add that though, it's the
Oh, I see it with this
first through the
helmet on.
pop up for me.
I kind of like it without the helmet though.
I guess the only cool thing about the helmet, without the helmet, is it actually looks like him.
Yeah.
Whereas the helmet, you really can't
buying that
tell
right
it's
now.
actually
No cap.
Lamar.
Added to cart, brother. Hold up. Purchase.
I have a JJ Watt one, but
Dude, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get that Lamar to sign that, bro. It's,
yo,
I'm like,
DeAndre Hopkins would be so
stadium's right
cool
down the
too.
street from me.
So I'm saying like that would be a cool one to eventually do.
Which
They have
one?
a sick ass DeAndre Hopkins one. Holy shit! Yeah, there's a lot of really cool ones, honestly, bro.
I just bought the.
I know he don't
Lamar
play
one.
for the Texans anymore, bro, but honestly, that would be the one that I'd really want signed. Is
Yeah,
the DeAndre Hopkins one.
D-Hop is a fire. Yeah, it's got
Because
that
not only
Lamar-
is he a fucking legend, but he's also
it's got that
he did
Lamar
used to
one.
play for the Houston. So actually, since we're not talking about football, anyways, even though this once again we're off schedule, but if you are a football fan and you're listening to the podcast, or you're tuning in now, or you're going to, that's going to be definitely one of the subjects we're going to start touching on too as the season starts. Which we're only about a month and a half till preseason, right? Yeah, we're about a month and a half until
Early
preseason.
August, I
So,
think.
yeah.
Season starts.
so if that's something that interests you, obviously leave some comments right now. But obviously you probably could tell by our Funko Pop conversations, but I'm a Houston Texans fan, but not really a fan of the Houston Texans right now, because we really need to get rid of our owner, which obviously isn't possible unless he sells. But He's completely trash. Thankfully they did
That
get rid
reminds me
of
of another Texas team that has a
Watson.
trash owner.
The Rockets. Oh yeah, I was thinking Rockets too, because Rockets keep getting good players and then just keep letting them go. It's also let down, but yeah, you're not wrong. Cowboys too, though. Yeah, Jerry
Jerry Jones is a fucking idiot.
It's a butt. But yeah, and he's obviously a Ravens fan, as you probably figured out with the Lamar Jackson stuff. So we'll definitely be talking about probably. I mean, one thing I want to do at least is kind of do like a, hot spots. So like maybe like some clips on some of the like best plays, or like what we thought was the best play each or something, and then just talk about maybe some fantasy football highlights and stuff, and then just kind of talk about games. So, but figured I'd throw that in there. So in case you're listening and you have interest for football, it's definitely would be cool to have you come in the conversation
sure,
and
Ski.
leave some comments or some opinions and stuff. But it's funny. I searched up Funko Pop NFL Texans, and 4 rows down there is a Funko Pop of Charizard.
I was
Bro.
entering in Funko Pop in Amazon and like random ass shit was popping up. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
If Charizard was a fucking Texans player, I think they'd go to the Super Bowl.
For sure.
Just saying, that motherfucker ain't gonna get tackled. This is wild. They're like Captain America is 1 row down, and Muhammad Ali is on that row too. Like, hey, yo, someone like really is exaggerating the environment of the Houston Texans. Have you seen any of the scene ones
Dude, they got Hulk
You know what I'm
Hogan and
talking
Mr. T.
on the Ravens? Damn.
No.
Have you seen some like the scene ones where they have like a whole like captured scene of like a TV show or a movie or something? Those are also pretty dope. Like that might be something cool if like there's a movie that you like
Funko
preference
Pop
or whatnot. Pin
scenes.
some of that up, man.
Marvel.
I don't think she call it scenes. I
Yeah.
guess say that, but
I don't know.
is that what it's called?
Well, there's one.
I'm sure if you search it
I
up,
see the
it'll come up.
Mandalorian one. It's a moment. Funko Pop moments.
Moments. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's the Mandalorian one with him and.
I think that's the one I have. No, I don't have that one, but yeah, I'm definitely looking at that one.
There's one
I
that's
have a few of those too, though. There's some
fucking-
pretty dope ones.
It's Captain America fucking hitting Thanos with a hammer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
pretty
that's
sick.
gonna be kind of clean though.
Smuggler's
There's, like,
Bounty Box from Star
Some of these
Wars,
go for a
Dagobah thing.
lot though. These are like true collectors too, because some of them, well, first of all, they're bigger too, so some of them are just in general more expensive. But because they're based off of like specific stuff, they obviously carry more.
Dude, this one's sick. It's Captain America trying to take the glove off of Thanos.
Oh, that's pretty dope actually. That's clean.
Yeah, that's sick. It's,
That's a good one.
$143.
Holy shit.
Oh la la.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
no, see, I don't. That's the thing. Is like, oh, I have the one where it's like Boba Fett and Finnick, which isn't that cool.
Dude, this one's dope.
but
It's a fucking
it's all
Hulk doing the punching the
dope.
Iron Suit.
yeah.
That one's
It kind of
$100.
looks cheesy because it looks like they're just fist bumping with like Hulk is because it doesn't look like they're like especially because of who the fuck it is. There's a Doc Ock one that looks pretty clean too.
Dude, the
like,
Batman Joker one is pretty sick. Oh, I might have to cop. Oh,
And
that's why I
the
forgot
wall.
to get the Joker one.
Fighting bro. Yeah, is that the one you're looking at where he's got like his
Yeah.
glasses tipped off? Yeah, that shit's so clean.
That's clean. I might
That's
have
a
to
cool
cop
one.
that. $35 too.
It's a better priced one, yeah. They have a Qui-Gon Jinn one. Oof, I remember that guy. He died.
I remember that guy. Rip.
Bro, oh shit, bro, no way, dude. Look up Funko Pop Joker, and the
I
first
literally,
one you're
no
gonna end up
cap-
buying.
Dude, look
You're
what
gonna
I-
end up buying, aren't you?
Oh shit! Look what I just typed in. No, at the same time, Funko Pop Joker.
Alright, yeah.
I literally was just looking at it.
Oh no, the first one for you is not actually as cool. Never mind. Okay, I can't show this, bro. Let me. Oh no, yeah, right there. $15.95, 75.
This one.
The Batman one. The Batman last. Yeah, dude.
That one's sick.
Batman the Joker, dude. That shit's clean.
And it's cheap. Yeah, I might actually.
Says it's
cop
an
that.
exclusive. I wonder what exclusive that is.
See, the problem
Entertainment
is,
Earth?
I start doing shit like this with collectibles.
Yeah,
I
and
just
then
start
you end up
these are
overly doing it.
sick.
It's so easy too, though, isn't it? Oh, that's dope. The problem, those would have to be like you put them in the top tier ones though, because
Oh,
you
for sure.
switch them out every once in a while.
I would be way too.
That'd be kind of
lazy.
cool.
Oh, look!
Ah,
if you want one that sucks, you can buy the fucking Jared Leto Joker.
That better be on sale, bro. That's like a $4 fucking thing. That shit's ugly as fuck, dude. Oh, you could buy the Batman Joker with the case, by the way, for like $19.
Oh, really?
Oh, never mind. It looks like it's one of the cheaper cases, though. Yeah, so it might not be worth it.
Dude, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
it's
spend
only
so much
$3
money
in
on
here.
these shits.
Bro, the Harley Quinn one though.
Oof.
Yeah, I would buy the Harley Quinn one too, Loki.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy a little bit.
Hey, yo, they have Michelangelo from TMNT.
Michelangelo. Yeah, I saw one of them.
Oh,
but
this
I
is the
don't know which
ugly
I
one.
saw. They got so many,
They-
bro. It's so much.
They had a limited edition one for the TMNTs. Actually, I think it's just like a Disney thing. And well,
Like,
actually, no,
if
that's
there was a
Nickelodeon.
toy company like with collectibles that was like the equivalent of Fortnite, it would be Funko Pop. There was
Oh,
so
yeah,
much
for
shit.
sure.
Oh my
Everybody.
God, so much shit. Everything.
Everybody goes there. Which makes sense. I mean, these probably may cost like what 12 cents to make.
Dude, they're so cheap to make
And
when they're
they
making
sell for,
massive
like-
amounts of them.
Yeah,
Sell
sell them for like
$15 starting.
$15,
Yeah.
and then when you have like the, oh, did you get the John Wick with his dog?
I think that's the one. It's the more expensive one.
I just was scrolling through some. It's 25 for it, so it probably is then because it's just a small dog. It's not like anything.
Yeah, I did get that.
I just scrolling through
like
like suggested,
25.
bro. That one's clean as shit. He's got the little gun in his hand
Oh,
doing
it is
shit.
25. Yeah, that's the one I got. Yeah.
That's actually a clean one. I like that.
Why does it keep?
It keeps going back here.
Fuck.
I'm just rolling through looking at like suggested things, bro. You could get Ugly Sonic.
Can you?
Nah. Hey, you should be able to get Ugly Sonic. Yeah, see that one's clean.
Yeah, I got
I
that.
like that one also. Yeah, I try to regulate myself with Funko Pops because I think it's the same way for me. Like, there's just so many out there that it's just so easy to be like, ah, I'll get one and then get
Yeah,
another
just
one and then
put
yeah,
3 more in there. Orders in.
yeah, you just it's like,
Since the podcast
Nice.
started. Rip the wallet.
you gotta like keep to like a standard of like what your expectations, isn't it?
I really don't care. I'm just gonna buy them.
I know that's how I am for Monopoly. Like seriously, whenever there's a new Monopoly that comes out that's actually remotely like cool,
Yeah.
I'll buy that shit. But that's what isn't like Funko Pops. For Funko Pops, they probably release like hundreds a day, or a week at least. Monopolies, you get like one a month, if that.
If that.
And it's just like a new movie or TV show.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, your room just got like a lot brighter.
Yeah, the front door's open.
Okay, I was gonna say. Alright. And it's getting dark.
It's all the way down the hallway, and it still releases that much light in here too. That's crazy, right? It's like a whole ass hallway all the way down there.
Kind of nice though.
No, I mean for sure, it's really private back here, but there's no door to separate it. That's the main.
No, but I mean
problem.
like it saves like well yeah, but also like if you could save electricity and shit like. It's that bright during the day, like honestly,
No,
that
when the
would
door
that's
opens
enough for me.
only. When it shuts.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's not like because you had the door to that room open, it was the actual door itself.
Yeah.
The outside was open.
Yeah. The actual.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. No,
front
yeah, that makes
door,
sense. That makes sense. Yeah,
There
yeah,
is.
okay.
That's what I was saying. There's no door to this room. It's like a long hallway down, and then it's just an open area back here in the back.
Oh, okay.
You'll see it when you come, but it's secluded enough to where like nothing over there would like really bother. Like if I need like quiet, you know what I'm saying, or like my whatever I got going on back here. But it's open enough to where like it feels really open, and it's nice that it's easy to access and shit like that. If that makes sense, but.
Cool. So
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
I guess you probably should
Dude,
get
did you
to
see
some
how
of the actual
Buzz
topics.
Lightyear got the one scene banned in Saudi Arabia?
It was more than that. I think it was like most Middle East. I know China.
No, it was a lot
Banned
of
and
countries,
stuff.
but people pointed
Yeah,
out. Saudi
yeah,
Arabia,
Well, that was actually on our list, not that specifically, but Lightyear. So let's go and actually dive into that for a little bit. It doesn't surprise me because I think people forget like how different the world can be. So I'm just gonna like let's be honest. So the scene itself that was banned and removed for like I think it was like 40 countries. Like it was actually a lot more
Yeah,
than
there's a lot of
people
countries.
probably would assume it would have. But it wasn't like it was like a kissing scene, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
too
haven't
many.
looked into much. Okay, yeah,
men-
two guys
Buzz
kissing
Lightyear
around now.
was
So
one
there was
kissing another man, yeah.
there. That's just weird though, because doesn't he date what's her face?
The black girl, yeah.
That's so confusing. Anyways, but yeah, so that was banned in
I
like
thought it
I think
was
it was, like
Black
37
Girl.
cities or whatever. But no, I know who you're talking about, but I don't think they were actually dating. I think they were just like
Oh,
I'm talking about like in the actual movies. Him and Jesse have like a thing. You know? Oh,
alright.
where's my water?
Where's your water?
Yo.
Need that.
But I don't know. I've heard like a lot of like. I've heard the movie itself is actually pretty good though. I haven't watched it yet. I won't go watch it in theaters actually at all. To be honest with you, like there's no way I'm actually gonna. Yeah. No way I'll go watch it in theaters because it's just like well nowadays I really don't even care to go to theaters in general. But it just doesn't look like it's that good of a movie. It looks like they're just trying to like take advantage of the nostalgic feeling of like oh it's Toy Story again, but it's like we get to now see actually Buzz Lightyear's story, even though they had a TV series. But we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It looks like it could have actually be a pretty good movie, and the fact that they got Chris Evans to voice Lightyear was pretty good since they didn't go back and get Tim Allen. I think it is a good substitute personally.
Chris Evans is one of the people he's talking about. He was like, made a tweet about how he was like mildly concerned about how certain countries are banning, you know, the homosexual scene or whatever. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it's crazy how he only has mild feelings towards that, but he has, like, they were showing tweets about how he has extremely strong feelings about, like, people in America, right, that view the same way. But if they're in a different country, it's just like, oh, yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
disappointing.
that's weird though, right? Yeah, it's like oh, you know,
It's
it's not
interesting.
that's not my country, but then like when it is our country, it's like that. It
Yeah.
just goes to show though that it's some of that is just the stigmatism of like I have to say something otherwise people will look down on me. But then it like kind of just shows that like they generally don't give a shit when it comes to well, it's gonna make me a lot more money in the other countries, so I don't give a shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because he knows if it wasn't the movies, those movies wouldn't be playing in those countries.
Yep.
So then he would be like, wouldn't be making money out of it. So like in America, he's like, oh, we can have this. This is good. This is what I believe in. But then when it comes to other countries that don't want it, he's like, well, you know, it's not that big of a deal.
Yep.
It's what they want or they believe
Yep.
because it's all about money. But the IMDb rating is only 4.6.
I'm not surprised. Have you seen the IMDb rating of Obi-Wan, by the way? Since we're talking
No.
about it.
Search IMDb. I'm on the website, so actually look real quick. Oh, hello there.
Look it up real quick so I don't miss.
I searched up Obi-Wan, and it came up with the old man.
Nice.
So that's controversial. The IMDb rating is a 7.2. That's not bad.
Oh, it went up.
Popularity is
It was down at like a 5.
Stranger Things is only an 8.7.
Obi-Wan
Boys
was
is
like
an
a 5.
8.7.
Obi-Wan
That was a
like
5?
Yeah.
Oof.
A lot of people were hating on like.
Oh, it's most popular over. Okay, that's what that number is. Okay, my bad. I want to bet that the most popular movie right now is going to be Just another thing we could have put on here, but didn't. Top Gun. Apparently that movie's been like
Yeah. Record
phenomenally killing shit. Yeah.
You also got to realize that there's a lot of people from the era of the first one that like have like
Nostalgic
this-
reasons.
Yeah, nostalgia to go watch.
It's the
it,
same
so-
reason people want to go watch Lightyear.
Yep.
Like
Nostalgia
Lightyear would
there.
not be a relevant movie if Toy Story was the thing. Let's be honest. The movie itself
Yeah.
is kind of a cheesy kid story. It's like there's no
Yeah.
actual good backstory to it, in like my opinion.
The other thing too that kind of reminds me of that is the Chip and Dale movie. I actually did end up watching it, and
It's right
you're
there.
right. It was one, it was funny, but two, there was so many pop culture references from like the '90s and early 2000s. I was like, holy shit, this is like, had like the fucking dirtbag Peter Pan and shit. The fucking
This was
the
hilarious.
Coca-Cola bears. The guard killed me. I don't know why it was so funny, but it was hilarious to me.
That was a pretty good one too.
Obviously,
though. That was
Seth
a good
Rogen
place
is like the fucking
The dwarf.
the dwarf. and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that was hilarious.
the
Yeah,
ugly
like,
Sonic
but
was
too,
funny.
it's not even that they had all like the nostalgic or like the cameos and stuff, but they also did get a really phenomenal cast. Like they got a great like comedic
yeah,
cast
the
to
cast
support
is
that whole
good.
movie too.
Yeah.
They did like that was definitely a really good fucking
For
movie.
sure. Yeah, it was funny.
That's crazy, actually. So, just out of curiosity, I went ahead and looked up most popular movies. Like, obviously, we were both set at Top Gun Maverick is #1 right now. Jurassic World's actually #2, which is surprising me because I've heard a lot of like
Well,
negative things.
they're
about
going
it.
off of sales, so again, it's one of those like nostalgia things where people just go watch Jurassic Park just because it's Jurassic Park, but that doesn't mean
Even
that
still,
it's
it
going to
went
get
up
amazing
8.
ratings.
It went up 8 from the last thing apparently, but even like Top Gun is third, not the Top Gun Maverick. Like the original Top Gun is third.
Yeah, because
That
people are
shows you how
watching it
many
before
people are
they go
watching
watch
it.
the other
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
But the Jurassic, I don't know, the Jurassic World Dominion. Like I think I put it on here somewhere for the things. I just feel like I'll watch it. Certainly, I'm not gonna go to the theaters for it though. Again, like it's just one of those things. In my opinion, it's not worth it. But I do feel like they're getting to the point where it's like they're only riding on the nostalgic version of it.
Yeah.
Or if you really like dinosaurs, I guess. You know what I mean? Though it's like
Yeah. No,
the
I agree.
movies themselves have gotten kind of dull, kind of repetitive. It's like, oh no, dinosaur bad, run, or you're like you gotta help the dinosaurs and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
like a little too repetitive for my liking.
Yeah. Nah, I agree. I'm a Chris Pratt fan, but I've seen them all actually up to this point, but I have no desire to see it in the theaters for sure.
That's how I am. That's
Um,
exactly how I am.
Top Gun is kind of the same boat for me. Like I'll watch it eventually, but I don't really have any desire to go to the theaters for it. What I am looking forward to, and we've already talked about, so I'm not gonna get back into it though, is Thor: Love and Thunder. That's probably the next main one that I'm gonna go to the theaters to see. Probably the only thing actually in coming near future that's coming out that I want to see in the theaters.
There's something that I was actually debating on going to watch, but that's that's definitely one that I want to watch just because like the storyline and the connection to Marvel. And I think just Marvel movies in general always seem to be better when they're first watched on the big screen.
The big
Yeah,
goddamn screen.
It's like a Cinemark salesman.
Arc 2. You know, Damien's gonna be super excited for that. I told him I'd play it too. They're using the main character, or at least for the trailers, as Vin Diesel, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, he's actually in the game. They showed the game
Oh,
footage
it
of him.
is? I didn't even know they put him in the game. I just knew that he was in the trailers.
Bro, it's gonna be kind of funny actually.
I
But
wonder like how they even how they're even incorporating him into the game, because in Arc you're just
This one's gonna
it's
have
like
an
a
actual
created
story.
character. Oh, okay. I was gonna say
yeah,
like,
this is gonna have a
that's-
storyline. You don't
Okay.
play as him, I don't believe. But it's gonna have it has like an actual storyline to it, which is gonna be kind of unique and everything. But
And the graphics are tremendously better too, which I saw you put in the notes.
Which is
I
like-
did already see that trailer.
it's one of the big things for me that like I don't actually like playing the original Arc is because it's so like horribly made. It's the same reason I don't care to play PUBG. Like there's just other games out there that have way better graphics that I'd rather just play them at that point.
Yeah.
Regardless if there's a lot of people that play the game. Like just graphics for me are a big thing. So like I think that's important for them to actually release like what feels like a AAA title.
Yeah.
Especially considering they have a lot of money off the success of the first Arc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. Yeah, they should
I guess-
be updating it a lot to where
this
the
point-
more general population would like that type of thing rather than just the hardcore
Well-
builder gatherer game players.
And
are,
In general, anyways, the games like better looking games are just more enjoyable to play, anyways. Because you can't. There's no actual like Arc fanboy that been like, no, this is fine how it is. I don't care. Like if they
yeah.
could have a better version, they would get a better version.
yeah.
They're willing to like sit there and live with the fact that it is to the how like poor it is. I guess I should say.
Yeah.
But I don't know how old it is though, so I have to get to them. And I know it was a smaller company that made it at first, right? I just think Microsoft bought them. I don't even know exactly what that was or what that is there, but I know like that was like one of their first games. So I get the fact that like first release it wasn't gonna be like some AAA title game.
Yeah.
But I guess so like we're just gonna kind of go back to the Xbox Bethesda showcase now, kind of actually go over some of these things. So.
Yeah.
So, I guess like for like this, like we could just go down like in order because I think that there was so much to highlight that it is like an infinite amount of differences for these. So, Overwatch 2. This is completely out of order. There's no relevance to the order of how we're gonna talk about these. It's just I think that I kind of did like a little review on some of these and looked at some of them and kind of got some ideas
Yep.
what to do. But so Overwatch 2, from my point of view, when I was watching, did you ever watch any of the streamers on Twitch play it when they had the alpha or beta?
Very shortly. And I actually did play it a little bit, but
So it
it looks like Overwatch
every
1.
map they showed was completely the same,
Yeah.
and they only announced one new I don't know what they're called, heroes, warrior, whatever they're called. I don't know what they call them in
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
So I think like that's the reason they have to make it free, first of all, because they're just going to rework some of the heroes or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they are going to introduce a new one at least. But like that game's going to be such like, I think it's going to be such an anticlimactic like release.
Yeah.
It's just going to be all the people who are Overwatch fanboys kind of going back to playing it, and then it might be some people like, oh, it's free and my buddy's playing it, so I'll download it and play it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that game's going to blow up.
I doubt it as well.
I just think that it's like it's gonna kind of keep to its community as it is already, and you're just gonna have a few people that might strangle and play for like 2 weeks and then be like, not my game. I'll go back out. That's the reason I don't play the original one.
Won't be one of them to play it. Maybe very briefly, but I didn't like the first Overwatch, and I saw the trailer for the second one, and I was like, "This is the exact
Hey.
same thing." I was like,
Well, corporate wants you
Not that I
to
think it's
explain the
bad,
difference
it's just-
between these two. It's Overwatch and Overwatch 2. No, that's the same thing.
Yeah, and not that I think it's bad. Again, it's just not my cup of tea. It's not my thing.
It is definitely its own vibe. Like that is one of the cool things about Overwatch instance, though, is it is one of those games that I mean, besides Paladins, but obviously Paladins came out after Overwatch, but like it is its own kind of genre in a sense.
Yeah.
This is a big one. So yesterday you actually talked about how it was solo player, and for some reason I swore I heard multiplayer, but when I was looking into it, it is only solo player, which fucking agitates me, bro.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's gonna be like an Elder Scrolls esque game. It's an RPG.
Makes sense.
It's an
and it's
RPG
made
game.
by Bethesda, and it's made by Bethesda.
Yeah, but that's
And
known for that. Known for their.
We've
RPGs.
known that when they did do a co-op game, it was literally their worst game ever. Like critically like acclaimed, financially, like Fallout 76, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Like that was their worst game ever. So they're probably I think they wanted to take the step
Go
back
back
and be
to
like,
what
we
they
got to
know.
release something new
Yeah.
that can kind of redeem our roots of
Yeah,
worth.
because Skyrim is arguably one of the best games of all time, RPG wise. At
Yeah,
least. If
for
not
sure.
the best RPG.
Even
game
so, in
ever
general,
released.
I think even out of RPG, you could put that in like
No,
one of the best games of all
I
time.
agree, but I'm saying like for sure in RPG status,
RPG, oh, for
it
sure,
is
yeah.
the most popular, if not the best RPG ever made. So, I hope
The game we're talking about is Starfield.
and you know they're
by the
making
way.
Starfield, but you know they're also making Elder Scrolls 6 still. They're working on that. So
Yeah,
it
but
would be
there's
the follow-up
nothing
to-
on that.
No, I know, but I'm
No,
just saying. So
dates, no times.
it's nice to know that they're releasing Starfield and not on time, but in 2023, and then hopefully maybe 2-3 years after that, Elder Scrolls 6
Is
will
it?
come out.
Is Elder Scrolls? Do you know? I mean, guess the one thing I'm curious. Like, I wonder if Elder Scrolls they're gonna try to do still something multiplayer with like the online stuff, ESO, or
ESO
if
is
they are gonna
completely
go completely
separate.
different. So they're gonna go like Oblivion, Skyrim
It's-
style again.
It
yeah.
is a single player RPG.
Okay,
Just,
okay,
it's,
yeah.
following the storyline of Morrowind, Oblivion,
it so
Skyrim,
sucks.
and then next.
Cause you know me, I play multiplayer games, and like seeing a game like Starfield coming out, dude. But I feel like I would just generally get bored because you're literally like
I'm gonna
one
grind
of the
it
cool
on
things.
stream probably. For me, that's what I'll probably do.
And I guess if I'm playing with somebody and like we're talking or whatnot, it won't be as bad. But like, one of the really cool things about it, but also like crappy in a sense, is that there's over 100 different systems, or like 1,000+ planets, which is one of the things they were like really flexing.
Yeah.
Which is like, I just feel like that'll get so grindy playing by yourself, for me personally.
It's all those
But I
games
would
are,
like to.
All RPGs are extremely grindy.
I know,
All
but I
of
just feel like it'd be so much more enjoyable with a friend. And if there's a certain point where you're like, it kind of gets grindy, you could literally just fuck around and go to like planets and just
Yeah.
do shit. You know, just be the
I mean,
Thanos of every planet and just start like killing half the population,
So
and then you create like an objective in the game at least.
if they don't do if they don't add multiplayer in themselves at some point, Bethesda doesn't. Eventually, it will have mods, and people do like they did with Skyrim. There's a multiplayer mod
Yeah,
for
that's true.
Skyrim,
There's
so
multiple
it'll probably be a while. But Honestly, I haven't played a single player RPG in a long time. Like the last one that I replayed because I played it a long
Cyberpunk?
time ago was Cyberpunk actually, yeah. But so before that would have been Witcher 3. And Cyberpunk. So the thing was, it's kind of like what you were talking about, where so me and Damien played it at the same time, and we would just sit in
Yeah,
Discord,
kind of do the same
chill,
missions and stuff.
just talk,
So I
try
feel
to
like
stay somewhat
if
on
you're
the same
doing that,
storyline.
I feel like I could do that too. But I also know that, like, especially Damien and you guys would get way ahead of me too, though. So then I'd be like, oh, cool, I gotta catch up, and we're not. You know what I mean?
That's the thing about
like-
RPGs though, is it doesn't matter, especially not single player ones, because there's no.
That's true,
competitiveness
because
to
you're
it.
on your own.
You just do whatever the
You just
fuck
want to be
do.
doing stuff on the same timeline necessarily. But yeah,
Even then,
but then at that point,
even
it's like,
then,
hey,
like,
hey, how do you do this?
like how I play it is different than like Damien. Damien will grind out every single thing that you can do. Like in Cyberpunk, like as soon as there's any type of side mission, he's going to do another thing. He'll stop, do that, and then go on the next one. Like every single thing. Where
Yeah, I
like
can't
me,
do that.
I go through. Usually, I go through the main storyline, and then I go through and do all the side stuff. And I'll only occasionally stop and do a side mission, like. If I see a YouTube video or a streamer or like a reviewer say, "Oh, this is a really
cool,"
dope
or-
story,
yeah.
side story," then I'll go seek out to do that. But I generally focus on the main storyline first and then go from there. But he will grind out every single fucking thing. So we didn't necessarily do everything at the same time. Actually, not necessarily. We didn't at all do everything at the same time. I was finished with the actual like the core game itself far before he was. But it's still chill just to sit there and talk, and we could talk about what weapons you have or what skills
And some
you're
of the stuff,
upgrading
the
or-
the uniquenesses of the game.
yeah, and then there's stuff like like shit that you can get in the game, like in Cyberpunk, for example, you can get like the cars and the weapons and stuff, and without having to be specifically in the main storyline, you can go do those things. You know what I mean? Like just as a quick side mission. Oh, bro, I found this dope ass weapon, or I found this dope car. Go grab it real quick, and we'd be streaming in Discord or. Now I'll probably just like I said, I'm probably just gonna stream it on Twitch. That way, if anybody wants to watch and just vibe with me, and then I can. It's something where I can enjoy the game and have if not regular people being in there watching and talking to me, even occasionally people.
But then
coming
maybe
and talking
some
to me.
other people, yeah, especially because that game is going to be so massive when it comes out. If the
It's gonna
game
be
comes out
so
to the
huge.
if the game it comes out to the expectations that people have for it,
Oh yeah,
and like
yeah.
it doesn't come out like a shit game like
Like
Battlefield,
Cyberpunk.
then our Cyberpunk actually it'll be probably one of the biggest
Cyberpunk
games.
actually wasn't a shit game. The problem was that it
It's
released.
certain things,
It
yeah.
released as a next gen game, but it was still on the old. It was before the next gen consoles were out. So it performed so horribly on the old consoles that people basically were like, "This game is fucking total dog shit." But on PC,
But it was really just those poor people, yeah.
but it was on PC. But like me,
No,
and
but
Danny played it,
yes.
and there was no major issues. Like there's some things that are like, okay, this part of the story is kind of dull, or the NPCs are kind
Well,
of like
didn't-
literal robots. But like
It
other
didn't
than
help
that-
that they released a game like that also when there is such a shortage of those systems too. So even if you wanted to
before the
buy and
systems
upgrade
came
your
out.
system,
It was before they released. I'm pretty
but
sure.
as I was saying, like it was a next gen game though. So like even if you wanted to buy the system to do it too though, then you're just sitting there like, oh cool, I can't even get the system now to even
Yeah.
play this game at its peak performance. So you're stuck with whatever system you did have.
Yeah, because I knew a couple of my homeboys that had it on, I think on Xbox One, and then one dude had it on PS4 Pro, and then I think another dude had it on Xbox. So, but they all said the same thing. It performed horrendously on console.
Really bad.
And I was glad, like I said, on PS4. I mean, on not PS4, on PC. The performance was actually fine for me, but it was mostly just like the dullness of the story in some parts, and then, like I said, like the NPCs or like the open world areas seemed like really
Super
like
bots.
it seemed like a fucking painting type shit. Like it's just there. It's
Yeah,
just
I
there
know a
to
lot
be-
of people
it's like
did
just
say
filler
that
shit.
was still issue. Yeah.
And it's not that that's bad necessarily, but it's also that it's like it's not ultra
But when you-
exciting.
And when you flex the whole idea of like everything being like part of the whole game itself, when you do have portions of it where that are completely irrelevant, then it does change the mood.
Because like
of
that's the thing that
that mixture
Skyrim.
that they
That's like
proposed.
that's like something that Skyrim Bethesda got so well down with Skyrim is that they didn't overpopulate or underpopulate anywhere. It was well balanced population of NPCs and things to do and items to collect and all that. But then also the storylines, even the side ones, are very meaningful to the lore and to the story. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, every person that you meet, for the most part, like there is NPCs that are just walking around and you don't really interact with them, but most NPCs in the game have a reason to be there. You know what I'm saying? So like it's much more meaningful. Whereas like in Cyberpunk, you'll drive past a crowd of like,
Some
and I get
random
it's supposed to be
people.
like,
Like
in
GTA,
a futuristic
city,
inner
you know.
city,
Yeah.
but it's like fucking there's like 1,000 people on the sidewalk and not one of them you can interact with.
I think it's kind of like how GTA, like GTA is always going to be at
Yeah.
that point too, though. Like GTA is not going to pull out of that arena necessarily.
GTA is also
'Cause there's too many people.
completely different type of game.
No, but I'm not. But I'm just saying though, like in the NPCs though, because there's so many people involved with the
Oh,
fact
yeah.
that it is like an inner city.
Yeah,
To have everyone have like some sort of influence is a little bit harder than obviously like Skyrim and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I still think I'll play the game, especially. Well, I'll definitely play the game because it's gonna be on Game Pass because it is a Bethesda-owned game, so Xbox owns it now.
Yeah.
So I'll play it, but I just don't know how much time actually I'm gonna invest into it personally.
Yeah.
But
And you're
even
gonna
if you're streaming it, bro, I might honestly just watch you play it and then play other stuff while I do it, so I can still kind of like see how I like it and like how it feels when I don't actually enjoy it myself. So Redfall, I think you've talked about this on previously. I don't, not in the podcast, but in like real discussion. That game actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, looks pretty sick.
The art design of Redfall, first of all, in my opinion, is, even though it's like obviously it's supposed to be more cartoony in
Yeah.
a sense versus realistic. Like the art design of it, I think is pretty cool. With like the they're not zombies. It's aren't they like vampires? I think they're like
so.
vampires.
I think so. Yeah. I know that they're not
but-
werewolves. I can tell you that much.
Oh no, yeah, close on. But this is a Bethesda game actually. But I know that this one is going to be multiplayer because that was one of the things they were flexing, and it also is an open world. So I'm kind of curious to see like if it's more. It sounds like it's kind of like a survival type game, like a what's the zombie one, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh,
The day before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like it's kind of like that, but it's with vampires and shit and like the
Yeah.
world in it and stuff. But
That looks.
it
dope.
looks like good art design. Looks like a fun game to chill out and play with friends, and it just looks like it's something a little different, like storyline based and stuff. But I know that one's not coming out until 2023 either. I think that they said like spring.
Yeah.
But
Most of
they
the
don't actually
games
have,
that
like,
are
an
released
official
in that are
date.
coming out. I think almost all of them are next year.
Yeah,
Supposed
there's
to
only a
be
few
next
that
year.
are coming this year, or some of them are just updates to this year too, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But so okay, so if you like in our list, I bolded some of them. The reason I actually bolded some of these is because these are like the ones, in my opinion, that are like my top care about ones. And I originally had Starfield in there, but then when I found out that it's solo, I removed it from my bolded. High on Life, dude. Did you see this shit?
No, actually, I didn't. This is one.
Hey,
that I
you know who
didn't.
Justin Roiland is, right?
Yes.
Creator of Rick and Morty.
Yes.
And yeah, so he's the like design aspect of this game.
Okay.
He does voice acting for the whole game and that stuff. So you're gonna have to look up the game if you didn't actually see the shit.
I
But
will. I'll look it up.
every okay, one of the things I put on here, I think maybe I didn't. So it's kind of like I think I put it with it's kind of like a No Man's Land, I guess, in a
Yeah.
sense, like in the space and shit, like the atmosphere, the art designs and stuff.
Yeah.
But like one of the cool things about it is like you get like unique weapons or whatnot, and the weapons are an alien themselves.
Oh.
And he does voice acting for all the different guns too, because they like talk to you and shit,
Yeah.
and like just some of the one-liners and stuff. Like it just looks like I mean the game's really called High on Life, so it's obviously not like something insanely like
Yeah.
intense like
yeah.
first-person shooter shit, right? Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a game that you play just to like genuinely have a good time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's multiplayer or if it's just solo player, but like the gameplay looks fun as fuck. The commentary and the comedy behind it, especially with Justin Roiland being involved in it, obviously, looks like it would be like a game that you would love to stream and just have fun with like playing it, and then like people like joining and be like, hey, that's fucking weird. But
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now, like the bug-looking character with the little alien
and they like talking shit like, hey yo, what are you doing with me? Like they like just some of the interactions with them is just kind of
Yeah.
funny in a sense of the uniqueness of the idea.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be based on like some. Oh, so the next thing, yeah. So Riot Games. Do you know Riot Games owns League of Legends, all that stuff. So this is, I guess, like this is not like a new game or anything. This is just something that was, in my opinion, I thought was super big brain of Xbox and going to be super beneficial to Game Pass users if they care to get into the realm. But Riot Games now is going to be part of like Game Pass, so they're going to give you all the champions for League of Legends,
Yeah.
all the agents for Valorant, and then like the mobile game champions as well that you get for LOL for the mobile game. So like, even though this isn't like, I'm a Smite player, so like I probably will never get into LOL at least, just because I don't want to play two MOBAs. Kind of same way like I'm with Fortnite, and I don't really want to play multiple battle royales. But Valorant low key, I think I might actually get into it once they release that Game Pass update.
Yeah, I might try to play it again.
Just because then we actually having all the agents and stuff, I think will be a kind of a changer in the sense that, like the flexibility will be a lot nicer. Because I felt like we kept unlocking agents, and they were like, "Oh, this one seems pretty cracked. I'd like to play them." But then it was, you gotta play for like hours to unlock one. But I just like, in my opinion, I think this is like a really smart strategy for Microsoft to partner with Epic. I mean, or not Epic, with Riot,
Riot.
because Riot's honestly one of the biggest, because League of Legends, like they're one of the wealthiest game developers in the world. If not the wealthiest, actually,
Yeah.
just because of League of Legends.
Yeah.
Because it's so big in like Asian countries, specifically more than other countries, but it's popular everywhere. You know, they have like fucking I'm gonna say the wrong brand. I don't actually think it's Louis Vuitton, but it might be Louis Vuitton. But you know, they have like legit name brand designers that have made skins for that game,
I didn't
and then
know
they
that.
sold the skins within the game for like hundreds of dollars.
I didn't know that.
You have to look that shit up. Like League of Legends legit has like designer named skins
I'm not
that
surprised
they
though.
had.
You know,
I'm not either.
You
I'm not either.
know, Fortnite did that with Balenciaga.
Yeah, like this is true. This is true.
Fortnite did
So
it with
technically, yes,
Balenciaga.
in that sense, that's a good point. But I mean, like these skins, like of like Fortnite, it's something like 20, 25 bucks, right, for something like that. Like these League of Legends skins literally go for like hundreds of dollars. Because it's like fucking. I'm pretty sure Louis Vuitton was one of them, but I could be wrong. But I thought like that's honestly, I don't know. It would also be interesting to see like with League of Legends and all Riot games now being part of like the Game Pass family,
Yeah.
if they do like exclusives or shit. Because not that like that's big, but like if you are already a League of Legends player or a Valorant player and you have Game Pass, then at least you might get something, another little thing that you could take advantage of that might be unique and stuff. And you, I mean, if you use like Twitch Prime, obviously with the Twitch drops, even actually Game Pass has some stuff, but it's not like normally unique to Game Pass. It's just like bonuses that they release.
Yeah.
But like Twitch has some pretty cool skins for some games, like Apex. Smite's a big one. They have a real big partnership with Smite right now for some reason. But getting some of those skins is pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that with like League and or Valorant, honestly.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a big brain to move on them. Yeah. So next game,
Forza.
new release, Forza Motorsport.
Don't think they numbered it.
Yeah, did you see the? I don't think they did either. Actually, it was just weird because all the other ones are numbered, but this one they literally just announced as Forza Motorsport.
Yeah.
But they had like Forza Motorsport up to like 5. Actually, I think it's up to like 8 or 9. Actually, I'm probably way off on that shit. Like the new one wasn't like fucking numbered at all. But did you watch any of the gameplay for this shit?
I did not. This is another game that I'm not really interested in, so I kind of stuck to like specific games. I kind of skipped through most of them.
That's fair.
I didn't also have a lot of time when I did sit down and watch the
I think
highlights.
the only reason I would even say like I'm interested in this game is that it's gonna be a game that I install and play for like an hour and then I uninstall. Like genuinely. Because it's a solo player game and it's just racing, which in my opinion are two kind of boring aspects of games for me. But the fact that I really want to fucking see how the ray tracing in the Real Engine 5 goes in the racing games.
Yeah, that was probably the only thing that I saw that interested me at all, is that they are putting it on
Real
UE5.
Engine.
Yeah. So I'm expecting it to look amazing, and that's definitely going to be dope.
Like phenomenal design.
But
like,
it's mostly just dope because you're gonna see it starting to happen with a lot of games now. Actually, is that they're going on UE5.
the realistic style games, yeah.
Yeah, and I like that, and you like that, and obviously a lot of people do. So that's more of the exciting part for me, is just seeing that it's happening. So
I think this is like the first big game that's been announced though with RE5 that's like actually, when I say big game, I mean like a game that's made by like a multi-million corporation where it's going to be a AAA title release kind of, well, I don't know, Forza AAA title, I don't know really how you define that shit, but like something where you know that they have the tools and technology to actually make it look realistic and shit.
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of excites me because like when I say I'm gonna install this in place for like an hour, that's probably a very concrete statement. Not
Yeah.
gonna be a Forza fanboy for that something like that, honestly.
I'm not buying my racing wheel and pedals.
No. Which also impresses me that they actually sell those like motherfucking crazy.
Yeah, they do.
There is a lot
Maybe
of
it
people
has
that buy
to
that
say
shit. I thought about it when Horizon came out, but I played for Horizon for like a week or two, and then I kind of got bored of it, so I gave up. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't buy that shit.
I
That would have been a
would-
waste of like $300.
Bro, they make even more than just the wheels and the pedals. They make like whole ass fucking cages.
The whole
like,
environment. Yeah, the
like,
environment
with
feeling.
the fucking screens.
You
that
have
go,
your
like, all
own
the way
chair and
around you.
shit,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
Okay.
you gotta be obsessed with the racing games to fucking buy that shit. Like, there's.
But
no
with my
way.
monitor, that shit was actually kind of cool though. Because when
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
yeah.
the 49, when you did like because I could change the point of view where it actually looks like you're sitting in the car.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat. But once again, it gets boring. You're
Very
driving a
quickly.
fake car
Very.
around, and you're like, okay, cool. This is old, but I don't know. I think just the aspect that actually excites me about it is the Real Engine 5 and the
Yeah.
ray tracing put together, and actually like one of the first games, hopefully if it doesn't get delayed, to come out where you can actually experience that and like where it looks like a real life setting.
Yeah, and then you're doing. I saw you put the how the weather is going to be more realistic and impactful to the driving experience, and so that. I mean, that's again. I mean, like it's not
Even
that
just the
I'm
look,
hating
though.
on it. I just
Yeah.
it's just not
It's the
my
same thing as
interest.
me as a thing. It's something like you would play just to
Yeah.
fucking see how it is,
That's
but then
about
you're
it.
like, okay,
I'll try it
I
out.
put in 10 minutes of this game. I'm cool. I'm gonna go play something that I actually enjoy.
Okay,
That's
let
how
me-
games are, though.
Let me log into your what's it called, your Steam, so I can play it.
No,
real
it's
quick?
it's
Or-
gonna be a Game Pass.
Oh, okay, so yeah, even better.
So you
I
already
don't
have
to
it
pay for
anyways.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I'm saying. So like that's the
Yeah.
reason also like all these games, even if I don't want to play them a lot, I'll probably install all these and at least play them for like an hour or two just to give them a run out, especially with podcasts anyways, because then I could be like, oh, we finally released it and stuff. I could talk about more like how we actually played the game one up. But
I did see the Hot Wheels collab for Horizon. I didn't know it was coming
Yeah.
in July, but I saw a little preview of that on a different video. That's
Yeah,
pretty-
I don't-
It's interesting. It's again.
I think it was the
won't play
19th.
it. I won't play it.
I don't, like
it's
so they did
whatever.
this. They did this in Forza Horizon 4, and I think they did it in 3. I think that's when they started this thing. So it's like not like new necessarily.
Yeah.
But it is a kind of a cool aspect just because they just build fucking random ass tracks, obviously, like how Hot Wheels is around the world that it's based at. Or like, so here it's Mexico, so I shouldn't say the world, it's the country, but around like the country that the place is based at. So it can be kind of cool, but like if the same thing, it's cool to an extent because it's Hot Wheels, but at the same time, like you can literally play GTA 5 and have the same shit with a lot of the stuff they have. Even though it's not Hot Wheels, people build maps like that all the fucking time with tracks and
Yeah.
shit. So, but I just kind of wanted to talk on it just because once again it was in the list, and there's obviously you probably watched some stuff on this too, so you watched it. I didn't put everything in here. I just put the stuff that like I would actually want to talk on because there was like I think like 20 other games actually that were announced
Yeah.
or like add-ons and stuff that was like not my forte.
I didn't really have strong opinions on anything, honestly, other than I'm obviously very looking forward to Starfield.
I think
And
if
there was
High on
another thing,
Life is
actually, and
multiplayer, I think you would
Redfall-
like
Redfall
it.
looks cool. Yeah, High on Life, I'm sure it'll be enjoyable.
And
like a
Lightyear
chill
Frontier.
game.
Did you see that one, Lightyear Frontier?
No, I didn't actually.
Okay, so let's keep in line just because I'm like I'm in order now and I'm kind of like in the city if we keep skipping around because seeing the arc one cross out's bothering me. But when we get to that one, I think you'll be convinced that that is actually a cool game. Like that will be a fun game to play with like friends. So okay, like right now this one, Microsoft Flight Simulator, small update, not a new game, but it's kind of cool. If you like these kinds of games, kind of the same scenario as racing, but they're adding the Pelican from Halo,
Yeah.
right? Which is pretty fucking cool because you're actually gonna go to like
It's cool,
space and
yeah.
shit and fly around. But like at the same time, I probably won't install this to do this because
will
the
not.
game's like 200 gigabytes and
I
it's
would
not even
never-
worth my
never do
time.
that, actually. Never.
But for people who like the flight simulators and stuff, I could imagine that that's a pretty cool hype for it, especially
Sure.
Halo fans because
Yeah.
they fly up. But
76, new DLC, adding entire new region, alliances, challenges, and rewards. I mean, 76 has its it has like the
no,
whole
don't
cult
learn on it.
following of people that enjoy it, and everyone else is like, "This is dog shit." So it's interesting that they're adding a new DLC to that.
Well, I get it because
might
they don't want to
actually-
create a new
This
game
is
yet.
one of the
but-
ones I might actually try, just because I have 76 downloaded on my PC right now, even though
And
I haven't
because
played it yet. but I do have it installed. So,
Hey, because our buddy likes it a lot too, though.
yeah, Daryl
Because
likes it
honestly,
also.
with Daryl, when it comes out, Daryl's definitely gonna play it most likely.
Yeah.
And at least if we're playing with him, you know, he can enjoy it. We can kind of just test the water just on the DLC itself.
So we'll try it out. We'll see how that goes. But I mean, it's cool at least that they're adding stuff to it, maybe trying to improve on.
They are trying to improve on it. They did
Yeah.
improve a lot on it. They actually have. I don't know if you've looked into it too much, or well, you haven't even said you haven't even opened it yet. They definitely have improved on it since like when it first. Because when it first came out, I played it because it. Maybe I didn't. I definitely played it, but I don't know how because it wasn't on Game Pass when it first came out.
I never played it.
But it was lag as shit, like really, really badly made.
Yeah.
But now like there's
I
none
saw
of those
videos
issues.
on it, and that's what held me back from buying it when it.
There was no
originally
glitch issues, no like falling on the map anymore. They did fix like the actual that, which should have been fixed by now, obviously.
came out. Yeah.
It's just now the content stuff is very bare.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So maybe a new
um,
DLC will help with that.
But it's also too late. You know, you're not
True.
gonna get
They
new
killed
people
the player
coming
base
in.
that
Like,
could have been there. Like me, I would have been. I
Mhm.
played all the other Fallouts, and when I saw all the reviews and videos coming out about it when they released it, I was like, I'm not buying that. And now I have it installed, but it's on Game Pass, and obviously because of
yeah,
on list,
but it loses its vibe because you're already kind of like it's like Battlefield 2042. The game will never come back.
Yeah.
You scrap
Saw
it.
that with
Guys,
the
you
Battlefield
know,
Battlefield 2042.
no, what to do?
They released like a new map and a bunch of updates and shit. I saw Doctor Disrespect playing it. I was like, all right, you're gonna pay.
How much you
one of
get
the
paid for
biggest-
this?
Yeah, exactly. You paid him a
Hey, we
ton of
know
money to play that.
it's EA. We're not stupid. We know what EA is doing.
I didn't know what happened. And it's cynical, but it's true. We both know it's true. Like that's what happened. They paid one of the biggest streamers in the world to play that shit on stream.
Which hey, if I was in his position, I would do it.
Oh, for
if
sure.
I gotta play that
If you're
shit
gonna
for
pay
6
me
hours,
money,
just for
I'm gonna play any game if you pay me money to do it. Minecraft Legends. I can't.
Don't give a
stand
shit about this
Minecraft,
one. I don't
so-
even want to give a shit about this one. So the only reason I was just being it's gonna be it'll be kind of interesting to see where they go with the storyline of a Minecraft game because that's what the
Yeah.
whole idea of this one is to actually give it a storyline.
Yeah.
I'll probably install and play with some friends because I don't mind Minecraft and stuff. But I wasn't gonna spend too much time on it either. I just want to throw it in here because it is actually one of the bigger expected games now, for
Yeah.
just because it's fucking Minecraft, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
But so here we go, in the list, in order, Lightyear Frontier.
Yep.
So you see the first bullet, obviously, like Titanfall, No Man's Land, bro.
Yeah.
Like like so you're literally in a mech suit.
Yeah.
And you go to I don't know if it's planets or one planet or what. And it's a survival craft game.
Nice.
And like they never actually said it was a multiplayer, but they showed at the end it was like 4 mech robots standing next to each other looking into like the
Yeah.
thing. So I'm assuming it's gonna be multiplayer. But
Which
like
would be
the
sick.
art
Which would be sick.
it will be.
Yeah.
But like the art is cool because it kind of looks like No Man's Sky or No Man's Land, whatever it's
Yeah.
called. I was fucking looking at it. And it even kind of has somewhat of the same art form of High on Life too, really.
Yeah.
But the survival craftable aspect of it just might be like it's like the only survival game that they
Yeah, don't have one.
showcased, which kind of sucks just because
No,
I
wait.
like.
Well, I guess Arc 2 technically isn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Arc 2
2
is
a
Arc 2 is
game.
survival. Yeah, I guess yeah. I was okay. So yeah, so like, I don't know.
But yeah, it's a completely
I've been
different type of game than Arc 2 though. So I mean, not.
But I've been
technically,
craving like I want a good survival game. So like the fact that they're trying to come out with, and technically High on Life, I think doesn't sound like it's survival-esque because it might be solo player, but like the same
Yeah.
kind of style play as that one.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I think it looks pretty dope. It looks like a fun game to be played with people, and if it is if it has a good survival storyline to it, I think that game will blow up. I think that
sure.
they know what they're going with it with No Man's Sky or No Man's Land, whatever the fuck it's called,
Yeah.
being, and then the Titanfall mech suits like aspect of it was kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it looks dope. I did see a video on it, so I'll definitely be trying that one out.
So
Grounded,
another
dropping that
yeah.
story this fall. I don't even know what that is. I missed it.
Grounded's the Bugs Life game kind of.
Oh.
In Game Pass,
Okay.
it's a survival game, you know, where you
Yeah.
like you get shrunk in your
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing. Yeah. This is just once again like kind of highlights. Like you literally just said, it's like the full release. Technically, it's no longer a game preview this fall. So apparently they're finishing up the rest of the story and stuff. So
Mhm.
I don't know if I'll play it because I've never had anybody to play it with, but it's actually a pretty cool survival game.
Yeah.
Have you even actually touched it yet? Like, have you installed it or played that one yet?
Nope.
It's a pretty cool one. The storyline's a little bare. Like, it could have used more story, but like the crafting in it is pretty cool because you use like fucking rocks and leaves and shit. Like it's like it's obviously
Sticks.
you're miniaturized,
Yeah.
so it's like they're massive in that comparison. But and then like you have to kill like the spiders and shit and like wasp and like they have like slugs and stuff like.
spiders.
They actually have a setting where you can turn off the spiders in the game. That's just
Yeah, it's
corny,
like people
but-
that have like serious arachnophobia and would try to play
Yeah.
that shit and fucking.
I have now.
Like,
I
fucking
really
have a
like this
heart
game, but
attack.
not the spiders.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. It just I might touch it if someone else wants to, but I'm not gonna. It was just kind of like a highlight.
Yeah.
Diablo. Did you ever play Diablo? Have you ever played any of the Diablos? Okay, so I never played 1 and 2, which is probably a bad thing to say because I know a lot of people. No, I did
They're,
play
like, the
2.
best ones.
Yeah, okay, no, I did play 2, but I didn't like get into like the Paragon and shit like I did
Yeah.
in 3.
Yeah.
But so Diablo 4, they finally like actually announced the video for it and like a footage for it and whatnot. They're adding a necromancer, which I think is actually in the third one already too,
Third, yeah.
technically.
Right
So,
there.
but it actually looks pretty good. Like I get that it's still like a dungeon crawler, it's still kind of the same thing, but like they definitely, it's weird. Like if you haven't actually played Diablos, or if you don't actually compare them side to side, you don't realize the amount of graphic intense like changes that they do between the games.
Oh, there's huge differences.
Like it's like you saw you did you see they did the Diablo 2 remastered?
Yeah.
Did you see they released that not too long ago?
Yeah.
And like they
didn't
were
play
putting
it,
like
but
the
I
footage
saw
side to
that they-
side.
Huh?
Like it was insane. The footage
Oh,
side to
yeah.
side
Yeah.
was completely different.
I think I saw that on YouTube, the actual video you were talking about, where they were comparing the two, and it's like, holy fuck! I never replayed the remastered version.
It's from like little like colors to like actual like very depicted, very detailed stuff in a dungeon crawler. So, I'm definitely playing that game because it's coming out on Game Pass first of all, and like I think like that's one of like the only dungeon crawlers that I've ever actually been able to get into that was actually
Yeah.
felt enjoyable. Especially with like the classes and stuff too, though. It's kind of unique in that sense of the building your characters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Did we ever play Sea of Thieves?
Nope. I've never played it at all.
So this-
Downloaded it because it was something we were gonna play. I know
Yeah,
you
we then
played
got into
it.
Fortnite. We got into
Yeah.
Fortnite, and I think that's the problem. We haven't actually even touched Fallout, that one, and anyways, Sea of Thieves. So this is actually kind of it's small stuff, but like if you like the game, it's cool additions. So it's coming next month, 21 July, I believe, is the release date for it. But it's like the new season start, which I'm not sure where they're going with like the storyline for the season, but they're gonna do like customizable cabins, which will be kind of cool, just a more unique aspect to it.
Yeah.
Naming your ship, which could be kind of fucking hilarious, like if you're trolling people too or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then just the easier ways to cash out, which is just probably more enjoyable for like user experience. So like if you're worried about getting shit on, then you can sell stuff a lot
Yeah.
quicker versus having to constantly lose 3 hours worth of loot. That's a good game though, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
I'm down to
they
try
did
it. I
really
know a
good at
bunch
that
of
game.
people
It's
play
just
it.
you have to play with friends and you have to like get enjoyed with it, like because it can get kind of boring if you're literally no one's talking and you're just sitting there and sailing for like 5 minutes straight. Because I was like, and the worst part about it is people used to do this in real life.
Yeah.
So we kind of have it better. At least we
Yeah.
can pull something up on our phone. But anyways,
Just like I
but
watched
it's
some
a pretty
YouTube
chill.
on my third monitor.
But it's a pretty chill game though. Like if you have the right group to do it, and yeah, everyone's actually like enjoying it. I have a feeling you probably didn't see this one.
I did not. Aura. History Untold. I see you say PC23 on the turn-based strategy, so that that makes sense.
Yeah.
No
So-
pre pass to victory. That's cool.
So they didn't show much game footage of this. I think they really just did like a preview video, like how they do like a fucking advertisement. But the game itself looks really good. Like the concept. It looks like they're pretty much going with a Civ 6 style. Like they're trying to make their own Civ 6, really.
Yeah.
But I guess for me the thing that I'm curious about is it says that there's no preset path to victory. Which like then I'm kind of like confused as what the goal of the game is, because like presets paths to victory in Civ 6 is obviously like dominance, culture victory, science, depending on how far in society you build.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious as to what that's supposed to mean then, if it is. And I don't know if it's multiplayer or whatnot, but I only highlighted this because I like turn-based strategy games.
Yeah.
They could be pretty enjoyable. And it's just interesting that there's something new coming to the market, because like Civ 6 and Age of Empires pretty much owns that market
Yeah.
entirely.
Give me,
So
give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Please hold for this short intermission. And then there was one. Oh, I guess I gotta check my phone. And then you guys can listen to me check my phone. And now we start the ASMR session. A is for apple. So in reality, if you look at science and the way it works, there's plenty of options for the world to build science. And that's my impersonation of Science Guy. I guess if you're still listening, I'll just kind of keep going. So our history on Toldell, like, if you like turn-based strategy games, it's like, I guess if you're like me, the one thing is I'm kind of more biased actually. I like Stronghold more, because it is like you're more strategic in the sense of like your units and stuff. So I'm kind of curious if they'll go with something without for there. But I'm not set on it. Obviously not invested into it because they haven't released anything, but kind of interested to see what they do with it. Welcome back. Well, I was still just talking about the fact of like how like I like Stronghold over like Civ because like there's more strategy to the actual combat, where Civ is just like click 1-1.
Yeah.
Whereas like Stronghold and I think Age of Empires 2, you actually control full armies.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a little more strategic in that sense. But yeah, did you see this one?
Another one I did not see. Naraka, Glad Point,
So,
Battle Royale.
oh, it's Blade Point. That's my bad. That's a mistype. I got saying earlier, kind of want to stick to Fortnite as like one single battle royale. I don't want to spread out too much, but the combat in this game looks
This
fucking
thing.
awesome.
This thing, the anime style combat. I saw you said that.
Yes.
I said that is actually interesting to see. I'm gonna have to watch a video on this one.
It
like battle
looks
royales and anime
so
style
enjoyable.
combat. I think would be sick.
It looks like a much better done, like an Eastern Asian atmosphere. I guess really is what the combat they're going for. Like For Honor. That's all it really looks like. But it looks sick as fuck because it's a battle royale though.
Yeah. No,
So like
that sounds
the
dope.
maps aren't supposed to be too huge either. Like they tried to make it more controlled, from what I understand. But the art design of the game, the fighting style of the game, like the actual combat and whatnot, and the interactions, like that game, if it releases how they portrayed it in the videos,
This is
I think that
Nero.
game will actually blow up pretty
Is
hard.
this not already out?
I don't think so. Is it? Is that what they're saying? Unless it was edition.
Yeah, it's already out. $20. 7 out of 10 rating. Wait, I've seen
Oh,
somebody
they're
play this
adding-
before.
Oh, they're probably adding a hero. That's
no,
what
no,
it
no.
was.
I've seen
Oh,
this
okay.
before. I've seen this before. I didn't know that was what it's called. One of my homeboys that I played a lot of Tarkov with, he was playing this one time. He streamed it to me on Discord. I was like, holy shit, it looks dope. Like the jumping and like the sword combat and shit. It looks sick. Yeah, I've seen this.
So
I
I
would
guess maybe
definitely
it was
play
they
this.
were added
I
a
would
new.
definitely The only reason why I didn't play this is I had nobody to play with. He played it that one time and showed me, and then he was like, we were just playing Tarkov, so just kept playing.
You
that.
can look at like all the different weapons they have too. Though, like they've got like crossbows.
Yeah.
They got,
That game
they got
does- we could-
nunchucks.
We could definitely download that and play it. We'd have to
I'd be
buy it.
down. I'd be down to check it out.
Or when they
It's on
put it
Epic
on-
Game Store.
Is it on Xbox Pass?
Oh, that's probably what it is. Then yeah, it must be coming to Xbox Game Pass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it,
Yeah. No, I saw it, and when I googled it, it was one of the things people were saying. Naraka. Play points. Game Pass. Wait, where did I just see that? I just saw something about it saying it was going on Game Pass.
yeah, because if you actually look at the
Xbox.
Microsoft,
Join the Xbox Insider Preview. What, did they already put it on it?
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, they had a play playtest on Xbox. Yeah, so I'm assuming that it's probably just that it's coming to,
Game Pass,
yeah, Game Pass.
which kind of makes sense, I guess. So, but it does look clean, and like just looks like a kind of an enjoyable style, like different, unique battle royale in that sense, I guess. But that's all I actually really had on the showcase, like from my perspective and like what I actually cared to talk about
Yeah.
personally. Some of it was a little dull, but like some of it was just like I know that there's like a big player base for it, so obviously like some people will still be pretty interested in it or not.
Yeah.
But there's some, in my opinion, some pretty dope shit coming out. For that. They've got the oh, that's cool. I actually thought about getting this on Steam the other day.
Which one?
They have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge
Oh,
on Game Pass. So it's like a old school looking game.
yeah.
But I don't know. You probably played this because I definitely remember playing it as a kid. But it was like I think it was on DS or some shit. But I used to play this shit and like it just kind of looks good. Oh yeah, so if you actually go to Xbox side, come into Game Pass, Naraka, I don't know how you pronounce it. Naraka, I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Naraka.
Blade Point, I can pronounce English words. It says it's coming 6/23, so it actually releases next week,
Yeah, next week.
next Thursday.
Yeah, we could definitely download it and run some games, see what it's like. Obviously, I'm
Yeah.
sure we're gonna stay on Fortnite mostly, but yeah, we definitely fuck with it. See how it feels.
Or even if it's just if the playstyle is actually that enjoyable too,
Yeah.
play it every once in a while. But yeah, I'm down to clown.
Yeah. And then, the one thing that I wanted to talk about briefly before, there's two things we didn't hit. Black Adam. In my opinion, they didn't show much with the trailer, but I'm not ultra excited for it. But
Yeah, it's hard to get excited for it because they're not releasing enough on it. That's the problem too.
yeah, so
Black Adam's DC though, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But I will say that I don't know. Well, we'll see when they release new trailers. I'll probably watch it, but that's going to be another one I'm not going to go to the theater to watch. Just watch it when it comes out. And then the other thing would be the
We won't have to because if it's DC, it's probably gonna get released on HBO.
HBO
instantly.
Max, yeah. But then would be Marvel Midnight Suns. I sent you the trailer, obviously, so I watched it. But that looks pretty fucking dope, and I like the comic series behind the Midnight Suns. With you got a lot. There's a lot of characters, but like the primary ones would be like Blade, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night. Probably Venom.
Spider-Man's in this one. Yeah.
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man's
probably
in this one?
one of the heroes of it. Like, because all the other ones are more anti-heroes more than heroes. You know what I mean?
But they are
guess.
in it though.
No.
Because they.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, I
but,
get what you're saying. Yeah, they're
but
not. They're
the Midnight Suns, like the comic line, is dope. So it's cool that they're making a game for the game. The graphics look pretty cool. The game idea looks interesting. I'm just not sure exactly what it is. If it's like a story playthrough type game, or if it's like a multiplayer like combat game. I'm not actually sure on that yet.
It looked like when I looked up, it was a solo player.
Yeah, it's like a story game. Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a lot like
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh no,
Yes.
the Marvel one that released
Yes.
actually.
No, it's
I
going to be
Guardians-
more like Guardians of the Galaxy, because you control your team. It's
Oh,
literally
okay.
that's what it says.
Okay.
It's a solo player game, and you like advise your team throughout the game, kind of the same
Oh,
way
yeah.
as it does.
Yeah, so like that, which was a good game too, by the way, and very, very, very highly rated. The Guardians of the Galaxy game, and I did play it.
I don't think you would
enjoyed it.
disagree with that. I don't play solo player games, so I'll probably play this one because it looks like it might be coming out on Game Pass. Because when I was looking at like Game Pass stuff, it was actually on the list of like upcoming games.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Yeah, if it's free, would definitely play it.
And
I'll probably play it
because-
regardless, but yeah, that's the
And I do know that the other game did get added to the Game Pass
Guardians of the
eventually.
Galaxy.
Yeah, it eventually did get added to the Game Pass. So maybe they're trying to get that one too. And they did add the other Marvel one too, actually. But I don't know. It definitely looks pretty fun. But if it's solo player, I don't know if I'll actually ever play it all the way through.
Yeah.
But I think one thing that I would say about it after watching the ads, though, the one that looked really cool was the outfit that they did for the design they did for Ghost Rider looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
With like the
mecha
tech outfit
yeah.
or whatever, yeah, like that. In my opinion, looked really fucking clean, and like that kind of was just
Yeah,
like a cool aspect
that
of
was
it. But
dope, for sure.
I will play that one when it comes out.
Got like
I wish it was
in the
multiplayer,
comics, I
but-
think that was Ghost Rider 2099. I think is who it's supposed to be, but I could be wrong. But I think that's who it's supposed to be.
Future Rider.
Future.
Why? Why don't I even have? I have Farming Simulator installed on my PC. I'm not gonna install that.
They are supposed to be either making or releasing fairly soon a PC building simulator too, an updated version, which will be kind of interesting. It's like for people
didn't
that
hear
might,
about that, but
might
like,
want to learn about like what components are required to build a PC, and even building them. I think it's actually fairly accurate as far as like building them like IRL. So it's pretty interesting. It's definitely one of those like simulator games people fucking obsess over and playing forever. I played that fucking the HGTV one that we were playing, House Flipper, for like fucking. I played it for like 8 hours straight one night, and then played it for like another 8 hours straight the next night, and then I
You know what's
played,
funny is I say I don't
3 or
play
4
solo
hours.
person games, but I literally have like 40 hours in that game.
Yeah, that one alone.
In that game,
I
like
don't know how many
not
hours I had,
even
but I
like
played like way more than I thought I would.
no, but I'm not even saying like that. I'm talking about like I don't play solo player games. And the one game I choose to put 40 hours in, it's a single player game. It was like a home renovation game. Like
I did the same
that's
thing.
kinda-
Remember, I was streaming it. and
That's like
everything.
weird priorities.
And I
Yeah,
had
but you
new-
play solo player games at that time
And
though.
I had new people coming to my stream just because I was streaming House Flipper.
I had a few. I had a few. It wasn't like
Yeah,
crazy,
I had
but
new
that was
people coming like,
it
oh
was
yeah, I
interesting.
love this game. That's dope. What are you doing right now? I'm like,
Nobody streams this. I actually had someone say nobody streams this game. I was like, well,
yeah.
either
not
you're calling me a
surprising.
nobody, either you're calling me a nobody, or it's just because it's this game.
Yeah.
But again, you say not surprising, but people literally stream the lawn mowing simulator game, and that shit gets
People
thousands
stream-
of views.
People stream the fucking
trucking
the
simulator?
trucking simulators, bro, and there'll be like, there's one dude I saw who has like, he has like a fucking million followers or some shit on Facebook Gaming, and he literally just does trucking games all day long. I'm like,
Imagine,
who the
like,
fuck?
Imagine being an
How is
actual
there a
trucker
million
like,
people that,
what?
that have watched this at some point and not only watched it but subscribed to you?
It's probably actual truckers.
Well, yeah, it's gotta
It's
be.
probably a bunch of actual truckers that are like, man, I wish I could do this. Because some of the shit they do is like stupid, like really fake, but also crazy.
yeah, like crazy ass.
Like when they drive
paths
on
and
like a
shit.
line like this thin,
Yeah.
like going
and there's
across
cars
somewhere.
passing them and
I
shit.
gotta deliver this package.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's really gonna do that. They're gonna
Yeah.
find another path.
What really the insult is, you're getting paid to drive trucks in a
Actually
video
do the
game
work.
on some stupid
Oh,
thing, and
yeah.
you're gonna have millions of people watching you, paying you money. You're probably making a decent amount of money if you have that many subscribers, right? Probably a lot of money.
Viewers, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got fucking real life truck drivers who actually have to drive these things in real life.
I mean, truck drivers do make good money though, but
Oh, they
yes,
make good-
not
yeah, they make
compared to
good
that shit. Yeah.
That shit's funny. But no, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to as far as like games coming out. For me, definitely it's gonna be Starfield. Midnight Suns looks pretty dope. The Redfall looks pretty dope. I'm gonna check out more High on Life. That looks pretty clean. And then that last one, what was the last one we talked about? That you said was-
Lightyear Frontier.
Yeah, Lightyear Frontier looks pretty sick too.
I think other than that, the only one I'd add is like Ark. I actually am interested to see what Ark 2 is gonna be like. Because I like Ark. I like the concept of the game, the survival crafting. Like they did really like a lot for crafting and survival. It's just the game itself is shit.
I'll
made.
probably play it already only because I promised Damien I'd play it, but I probably.
I
won't
think
get
we would
super
like it
far
though if
into
it actually came out good though.
True.
Because it is a pretty in-depth survival game. Like, there's a lot of shit to do with like the fucking dinosaurs and all that shit, and then they add like mech dinosaurs and shit. Like, there's a lot into that game. And since this one will actually have like lore now and like a storyline on it versus on the other one, I think it'll be a little bit more enjoyable. That
Yeah.
to like actually feel like you're progressing something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's about the same thing for me. Like Lightyear Frontier and High on Life, I think, and Redfall are probably more important to me than Starfield just because they're multiplayer. But I think Redfall is actually one of my top ones after watching the actual gameplay of that.
Yeah.
And since it's an open world multiplayer, it just looks like it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
What?
I think that about probably close it up for today.
Yeah, it is. Yes. So really, shout out to Xbox Bethesda Showcase.
Yeah.
hopefully this shit actually comes out good, and hopefully the gamers can actually enjoy some games coming out this next year. Because we've been having a dry run, so
we've been
we're
having
looking forward to it. Xbox,
We've
come
been
on,
having a dry spell.
a bad one, bad one.
Beating the fuck out of our damn dicks. Wait, what?
Hey, did I just say that?
But,
That'll wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Bad
No, not.
bad dry spell, man. We getting our dicks wet. Just trying to get our dicks wet.
So, anyways, thanks for tuning in and watching. If you, obviously you're probably, if you're checking this out now, you're probably either on YouTube or on one of the mini platforms that we're using the podcast it's released on. But if you got any questions, got any statements, got any ideas or things you want us to talk about, hit us up on the Twitter or the TikTok or on our YouTube channel. More than happy to start up some discussion or tell you that you're wrong and that we're right.
Yep.
Easy for us to do. But seriously, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go enjoy a long weekend. Hopefully everyone else does. Be safe over the Father's Day holiday. Tell your dad I said Happy Father's Day. Yo, have a good one.
Yeah, tell your baby daddy I said Happy Father's Day.
But that's Duck. I'm out.
Glock. Peace.